I guess I'll go. So, last session, we definitely did not forget to ask the Dryad to transport us to Sonata, the glorious city of Sonata. After totally not forgetting to do that, we arrived and kind of just fucked around in the city a little bit. We all went to the Arcanostrum. Uh, Renea and Desho discussed their respective histories with the celestial or divine scholar man. I need to turn down the new music bot.
Yeah. That's fair.
I had to actually turn that one up. I keep that one muted. It's a lot of servers.
Um, uh, let's see, Renea and Kenna are going on a date, trying to pick up hot boys.
Or a girl in Renee's case, she's not picky.
Trying to get some tail. John Desho are doing shopping. Desho paid a lot of money to get the lightning rods made. And that's where we left off.
All right. Very good, very good. You've gained your inspiration. So, there's a lot of downtime that's happening because you didn't really get to go through it. Who is blaring like mad?
I think that's Jordan.
You're gonna want to turn down your ambience a little bit.
Either that or put on some headphones.
Yeah.
I don't think it's me. My
It's
Green
definitely
circle's
it's
not lit up.
definitely you. Yep, right then it was just going. Yep. All
how's
right.
that?
I can still have some echo when I talk. Blah, blah, blah.
Huh.
That's better.
Bueno.
All right. So, for the downtime activities you wish to perform, I didn't actually see a post saying how many days you wanted to stay in here. So, how many days do you wish to stay in Sonata?
At least 5.
At least 5. All
If
right.
we're staying at least 5, that's a good amount of time.
That's 5 full days. So we're not counting this day we arrived as one of the 5 days, right?
I don't believe so. We did get here kind of early.
What time did we arrive in Sonata?
Current time, after some stuff has happened, so like the Arcanostra shenanigans, and then leaving, not the conclusion of what happened at the Woven Tapestry, but leaving to it, is about 1 p.m.
So we got there at like...
You arrived around 12-ish.
All right.
11-ish.
Okay.
12, 11. 11, 12.
All right. Well, I'm going to head to, or I'm already at Arcanostra, but start looking to where I could purchase spell scrolls to start copying.
All right. Looking to get some spell scrolls from the Arcanostra. Is easily enough done. You are of the 3rd ranking within the institution, so you can pretty much just acquire them at a reduced cost, of course. We'll get you that value. So the scrolls you have listed.
The teleportation, circle, water breathing, Rary's telepathic bond, Mordenkainen's private sanctum, and sending.
All right. So in the equipment guide, it does have the spells cost by level. That is the market value for you, since you are a member. You are able to get those, specifically you're a member of the 3rd rank, so you're able to get those for 65% of their value instead of 100%.
And what's the total on that?
Let's see here. Do you have the spell levels listed out in that?
Let's see. Do you want like just the total spell levels
I just
combined?
give me each one separately because their prices is different.
Teleportation circle is 5th level.
Does it have any costly material components?
Yes, it does, and I'll pick some of those up. Well, I'll just add that to the shopping
No,
list
does it
for
have it
John.
in terms of does it destroy the component or does it maintain the component?
I'm pretty sure that it destroys it, but I will
All right,
double check.
then I will need that price as well because that goes into the cost of the scroll.
Yeah. 50 GP per spell cast.
All right, got the first one.
The next one is water breathing, no costly components, 3rd level.
3rd level. All right,
And the 5th is Rary's telepathic bond, which is 5th level. That has no costly components.
all right,
Next is Morden Kanan's private sanctum, 4th level, no costly components.
all right.
And the last one is Sending, 3rd level, no costly components.
And that's the last one, or do you have more?
Those are the spells that I want to get.
All right.
Or those are all of them.
Those spells, none of them are particularly illegal or whatnot, so you have no issue finding those spells. Teleportation Circle, you'd actually have to go to a higher rank member and gain access to such powerful magic, but it is doable. And in fact, during that time, they would have you connect to the Arcanostra's teleportation circle, so you can always return here.
Awesome.
All right, and with all those scrolls, you are looking at a total cost of 2,572 gold and 7 silver. Technically, you would only be buying it at market value, the 50 or half market value, so 50%, but the 15% increase of the 65 total goes towards like guild fees and whatnot. So
Okay. And then, yeah. So that's going to be in addition to the 875 gold for the necessary materials to transcribe it, which I already did the math for. And then, sure, I'll get 4 castings of teleportation circle, so that's going to be 200 GP extra.
all right, very
I
good,
will-
very good.
I will do the math.
hmm
Hold on.
Now, doing any of the like mundane downtime stuff, just quickly buying stuff, that should go first, just so we can get through it all, and then we can do the RP stuff.
I realize that I have a cold iron longsword, so I don't need to purchase a replacement rapier while the lightning rod is being enchanted.
Excellent. All right, so you have purchased your scrolls. I imagine you're browsing of shops such as the Magic Cigar, Search, the Flask, Poncho, some Foci, Plumes of Flying, and all that. All those sorts of things are more of like a let's go browse the shops. So you're interested in actively looking at items.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah. So for those ones, we can hold off. Any other like basic things that you guys can just grab the values and I can blap them in your face. So
I want to buy another crystal, another fire crystal for my scepter.
right, another focus crystal. Let's see
That's
here.
gonna be 40 GP, I think.
Believe so. Let me just grab that. Archaic ammunition. Elemental shot, 40 gold. Yeah, 40 gold for 1 crystal that has 20 shots in it.
What would be the cost of a new flask and refilling both of my flasks? No.
Right, buying a new flask. Do you care what it's made of?
Mithril.
Yeah. Not overly, no.
All right. In that case, you are looking at a flask base cost of 2 silver.
Wonderful.
And refilling it, do you care what it's refilled with?
Whiskey.
All right. How fine a whiskey?
Look, let's treat myself to some top shelf.
Top shelf. All right. You're going to be spending another 50 gold.
Okay, wonderful. That is-
Shelf. If you use the 1 day's
And you have to buy the bottle, so you have about another 5 swigs of your flask within that bottle.
I
Or
won't
not
even worry
swigs,
about
but
that.
5.
I'll be drinking that as we're walking around shopping.
Excellent. Excellent.
The brown bag.
No, absolutely not.
It comes
No,
in a
what?
box. Thank you very much. It's a finely carved box.
Drinking out of a box.
Drinking.
Well, it's like a crate. It's not like a, cardboard box. But yeah. Anyways, very good.
Wonderful.
You have acquired your alcohol. Any other quick purchase items?
I have a radiant
A radiant crystal focus.
cold.
They definitely have cold. 40 gold for 20 shots. And as for radiant, that is not a traditional shot type. However, they do exist. And you are in one of the larger towns with a grouping of temples, so it is possible. Let's see here. You will have to go speak with the woven tapestry for that. Not like the building, but people inside.
To the hey, you got
Yeah.
clothing.
In fact, Ada could probably help you with that too. But in terms of those, you are able to acquire them depending on what happens with Ada. And if that goes well, then you're looking at 60 gold for a 20 shot.
The same priestess slays 2 people in the same party in one night.
Oh,
Didn't say no.
she's getting around.
A bag.
You cut off. Jordan,
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Just
And you cut off again.
one second. Apparently,
Y'all ever try to talk in a wave pool and then it was just,
okay.
hey, how are you? Oh, eh, da, da.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're no longer on Verizon.
Okay,
Or
a
is it
standard size bag of
AT&T?
holding.
Standard size bag of holding. All right. Let's see here. Da. That is common enough. Let me go and grab the actual cost though, because I can't remember what it was set to. Um, there it is. All right. To make that just a standard bag of holding. All right, and simple enough. Just gonna make sure this is all set now in my thing, and yes. All right. You are looking at a cost of just making sure, double checking. Yep. Very good. You are looking at a cost of 632 gold.
Okay. She wanted to upgrade her armored clothing with the adaptable property for +5 to movement speed.
All right, that one can be done at a tailor or a smith, depending on what kind of upgrade you're wanting to do. Adaptable seems more of a tailor's purpose, though, just because it's, easily maneuverable. And they can do it just fine, no issue. Take, a couple hours of work, but 50 gold.
And then along those lines, winter clothes at the same tailor shop.
All right, the tailor there can provide you with winter's outfit for 8 gold.
Because it is getting cold now, right?
Yes, it is certainly getting cold at this point.
Okay.
Oh,
Magically replenishing medkit would probably be a more weird item, so we'll save that. She wants to swap out her cloak of protection for a +2 in exchange for her current cloak and a moon whisper flower, and same thing for her mithril shield, except that's an unenchanted mithril she's swapping.
All right, so you're wanting a +2 enchantment on the resistance as well as the shield.
Yeah, and
Alright.
she's exchanging a moon whisper for each, as well as her unenchanted or lesser enchanted gear.
To go towards the value.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's see here. All right. Your shield is valued at, or sorry, the upgrade to your shield would be valued at a 3,462 gold. Your current shield's value is 632 gold. Just the enchantment. So that is the difference there. Are you still interested? If you are, then we can continue going through this.
Bring the cost down.
The Moon Whisper.
Yeah.
See, do you
It's
have?
an arcana with a powerful enough.
Yep. Do you have the rarity of that on hand, or do I need to go grab that?
It is a minor. You said it was good enough for +2 gear. Moon whisper flower.
Moon Whisper. Where are you? I'm just gonna. Ah, here we go. Superior. Minor very rare. Cool. All right, that'll give me that value here. Each one of those is valued at 375 gold.
So that's all. They'll bring the cost down.
They'll bring it down by 375 plus the 632. Yeah.
Ooh, that is sad.
And this is just a basic shield, right? That you're wanting enchanted, or wanting to be +2.
Yeah. Well, a mithril shield.
Mithril. Okay, I'll have to roll to see if they'd have that in stock then, because they are not a dwarven town where it's more common. All right, higher low.
Wow, if this didn't take 13 days, I'd have a mithril shield right here. Let's go with low.
All right. Nope. Seems to be fresh out of mithril shields. At least a +2 quality.
Okay.
I can check to see if they have +3.
I'm pretty sure +3 is out of my price range.
It's fair. That would be 12,000 gold.
Huh.
Shall I check for your cloak?
Sure.
All right. Cloak of resistance +2. That is also 3,462 gold.
462. And then you said it was -375 for the flower?
Yeah.
And then how much for my current cloak of protection? Remember, it is a Gith cloak from a Gith ruin. You've got resale value there.
You do if you have someone you're talking to who's important. You're right now just doing the fast method of selling. If you want to try to get some special stuff, you're gonna have to talk to some people who have interest. Right now, what you're effectively doing is going to the market in the middle of town, where you're just like talking to random merchants to get stuff sold. Because I do have shops in here with named NPCs who might have interest more than what's basic.
Is there a chance those might have a +2 mithril shield or no?
It's possible.
Is there like
Okay.
a thrift store around?
How much
There
is
is,
the
yes.
Can I get some sweet Hawaiians?
how much is the discount for just selling a +1 cloak of protection?
If you're selling just a basic +1 cloak of protection, you are looking at a 632 gold discount. Or sorry, that's the market value for it. I need to give you the sell value. Reagents on the plus side are generally sold at market value, so you don't have to worry there. But you are looking at 316 gold that you'll be knocked off by
You
selling that
can
cloak.
buy a cloak of protection for 630 gold.
Yes, for +1.
Okay. You said how much was that?
316 if you were to trade in your cloak.
So, and you said it was a similar cost for trading in my shield and stuff?
Yeah, +1 cloaks of resistance / +1 armor / weapons all have the rarity, which give our market value of 632.
Okay, my shield is unenchanted, but it's made of mithril, so I don't know how that changes things.
All right, your shield is made of mithril, which means that just a
But
base
it's not
mithril shield.
enchanted. Yeah.
All right, now that is a different calculation. That one's easy, as I have my calculator right here. Let me just go and change the value of the gold from steel to mithril, and it'll automatically adjust. All right, mithril's value is mother flipper. I need to go to alloys. Mithril. Oh no, it's just basic metal, not alloy. Mithril. 50 gold per pound. All right, there we go. Plopping that into the thing. And now let me go grab the price of the shield for your face. All right. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at the wrong section. Here it is. Okay. Shield. They weigh 6 pounds of metal. So that is what I need to calculate in here. Doop. Your shield then has a base thing of 2615. All right. Your shield has a market value of 460 gold and 1 silver, which means that you can sell it for 230 gold and 5 copper.
So I'm looking at like 6,000 gold if I want to get both items.
Yeah.
All this gold, and I still can't buy +2 gear. Makes me sad inside. I thought those flowers would be worth more.
Well, +2 gear is no commodity.
We are level 10 with a lot of money, though, so.
Yeah. I mean, you can afford it.
I mean, 5,000 each isn't too much money.
It feels like a lot. Okay, I guess I shall think on those and roleplay it out to try and get discounts because, yeah, that's too
All right.
much.
So you wish to seek the magic item shop for those. Okay. Any other
Yeah.
basic items?
I almost forgot, if I may.
So,
Yeah. go
who
ahead.
has the bag of holding that's going with Renea? Because they currently have 103 pounds worth of gold.
Probably John, because they're the one holding it.
Well, Renee is buying her own bag.
Yeah,
of holding,
I've
so
got
it depends
nearly
on what you-
20,000 gift coins.
And we still haven't sold all the gems and stuff, have we?
absolutely not. No, this is our first shopping in quite a while.
It's true.
Rolling
So if we did-
papers for the tobacco I got.
So
How much
what do
would
you
that
want me to do?
cost me? How much would rolling papers cost?
Just basic rolling paper?
Basic rolling paper. I'm making my own cigars.
Let's see here. A pack of 50 would cost you 1 gold.
Sure. Wonderful.
So there are 2 more things that I think I could buy quickly, but there's things I want to buy with party funds, so I need your guys' approval. First off, potions of acid resistance and/or immunity. What are the costs?
Well,
for
immunity does
those?
not exist in potion form, unless you're trying to
What
make
is
something
that?
custom, so you'll have to find an alchemist or do it yourself.
Okay, what about acid resistance?
Acid resistance is definitely something you can find. However, it might be sold out because of the Trachonis Legion here, who often buy these types of items. So,
It's the same reason we want to buy them.
yeah, pretty much. They're adventuring guild. They're going to be buying a lot of the healing potions and resistance potions. So, that is the only thing that might not, that would limit it. They would normally have them, but I will give a roll. It's a pretty high chance that they'll have them because they restock it often. because of the Legion being here. But yeah, high or low. It's a 5% chance. So
Somebody else call this. Not JC.
High.
Me and JC have terrible.
all right, high
I call
success. All right, you're good.
Fuck.
It's a 5% chance that it would not be thing. So yeah. So they do have potions of acid resistance. Specifically, let me go grab that real quick. I am blind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're also going to sell the Elven Chain.
And I'm thinking 8 of them for the
We'll have to find out how many they have in
members of the
stock.
party.
Let's see here.
So since these are for the party, I'd like to use party funds to buy them.
Oh shit, they just come in a lot of stock. Okay, let me roll that real quick.
They like find a crate that they forgot about or something.
Sage, how much is the Elven Chain that we have worth?
Ooh, they're pretty low though. Elven Chain. That just is it one of my super items I put on your thing?
It's in our item deciding, but it's not on the treasury.
So it's not on your super items list?
No, I don't see it.
Otyug's armor on the super
I
item
remember
list.
looting it, but no one could use it except maybe Renea, and her pre-existing mage armor was better.
That's weird. Let me go. So it's really just. Okay, there it is. This chainsaw is made from mithril and provides +1 bonus to AC while you wear it. You are considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. All right, that's Elven Chain. Cool. Terms of the potions, they only have 6 potions of acid resistance. However, if you buy the whole stock, it does come with a discount.
And how much is it for the whole stock?
So normally, if you were to buy 6 potions of that rarity, you'll be looking at a total of 1,872 gold. However, since you're buying the stock, you're looking at you're looking at 987 gold.
What do you think? Buy 6 potions for 987 with
Yep.
party funds?
Sure.
Fine by me.
So
Fine
party
by
funds
me.
for
Green dragon hunting.
4,000 minus 987 is 3,013, right?
I wasn't paying attention to what you just said.
You said 97, right?
987.
987.
Yep.
So yeah, that is 13 left over. Okay, so who are the 2 unlucky fools who don't get a potion of acid resistance?
Quite possibly me. I'm looking at hopefully getting some resistances on nip puncture.
All right.
Probably
I am.
John and Kenna, since they're going to be in the farthest back, aren't they?
Backline.
Mhm.
Unless John or Kenna has objections.
No, and I've already got poison resistance, so.
Your mic is really hot, JC. Like every
Everybody-
breath is being slapped.
Go ahead and give yourself a potion of acid resistance. And then the last thing was some sort of, you know how you have the figurines, the wondrous figurines that turn into an animal? Do they have a version of that, but for a wagon?
They might. That would be something you'd have to go to the magic shop for.
Okay, that's all the things I had.
All right. Very good.
And then Kenna wanted to get a +1 tower shield and a +1 brigandine. If...
Just basic steel.
Yep, just basic steel.
All right. That's easy enough. Do you have the equipment guide open right now?
Yes, let
Alright.
me pull it up.
With that, just take the base cost of those armors, and then add onto it, since it's just +1. Let me go grab that real quick, because I completely forgot which area that was one, even though I was literally just looking at it. Add on to that value 632 gold. So if you look at the tower shield, for example, the tower shield is valued at 101 silver, or 10 gold and 1 silver. Just add the 632 to that, and that's your price. And then same with the brigandine and so on.
How much less would it cost if I were to get it enchanted, since +1 enchantment's significantly faster than the +2?
Oh, that
You
is for
just-
+1.
Yeah,
You
but if I
just
were to
not add the
enchant
armor
with...
cost.
Oh, you just don't have the
Yeah,
armor cost. Okay.
yeah, you just don't have the armor cost.
Okay, perfect.
All right, and to sell the Elven Chain. So that's what you're wanting to do, yeah?
Also, since we've forgotten about it, probably
Yeah.
also selling the Oteog's armor.
Well.
Since
Some
not
Yeah.
a soul
armor.
wants that.
Yeah, no one wants that.
All right. Let me just go put this in here. Let me go grab the ODX armor. I have it listed in your market. You might want to go and talk with the merchant about that one specifically, just because all these magic items might be able to get a better cost if you make a deal. So
I'm
I
definitely planning
can
to
just
talk
give you
about
the
Oteog's.
sell value right now, or you might want to wheel and deal with them. So it's up to you. Let me go grab the
Uh,
ODX armor for you guys.
I'll
Or-
also sell the surgeon's vest because I don't think any of us have slots for it.
All right. So
I
To which
technically
one?
do. I have attuned to literally nothing, but I'm not going to use
so
it.
surgeon's vest
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yes, the surgeon's vest as well.
Why is it not on here? Like there's so many
He
things
has
missing from your super
+1
items.
weapons that no one could use, and +1 armor.
Would I have had to attune to my poncho after that was made?
Say again. You kind of cut out there.
Enchanted or no?
You-
It's just +1. I was more just kind of, as far as I know, I'm actually not attuned to anything. But is the +1 poncho having to be attuned to? That's something I could think of. That was. Wonderful.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh, so we might as well get rid of Requiem out of the
All right.
tab,
and then
huh?
The Oteog's hide. You want to keep it in there just so you know what you had in case you encounter it later. It's specifically in your super items tab, but just mark it as being sold rather than having someone else have it.
Mm-hmm.
So Oteog's hide. All right. Oteog's hide. That one is a bit higher up in terms of what it is. +1 hide armor with that ability and that ability, which means it has 2 excess costs to a basic +1, which means we're looking at a price increase of that reagent rank and that reagent rank to get its full value. Okay. And then that one. All right. So for the Oteog side, you are looking at. Go edit. Base value of 1713.
We should definitely keep this
Or wait,
vest of surgery.
I'm not including the armor's base cost with that. Let me go grab that. Base 19 gold added.
Well, who
It
wants to
cures
attune
ability
to the
damage.
Vest of Surgery?
Yeah, who wants to attune to it?
Yeah, we could attune to it when we need it. The curing 1d4 points of ability damage is worth it alone to keep it just in case.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
There we go. I've added a new column for you guys, so now you can have notes as well as your market value on it.
I'm going to write.
Any other things you would like to shoop a boop about?
There's a +1 longsword and great hammer, and a superior quality breastplate that no one wants or can use. Unless, did you take the +1 longsword, Brayden?
Yes, I do have the second longsword. Currently not a weapon, actually.
We should make sure we have those listed on
So,
the
yeah,
sheet so everyone knows we have them.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I took that superior quality breastplate because I have one.
Oh, you did? Okay. So it was
Yes.
just a great hammer +1 then.
That was my upgrade.
Because I know no one can use a great hammer here, so.
In the arms of.
What about the broom of flying or the cloak of flying or whatever? So I haven't gone looking for those yet.
Those would you be finding in the magic shop.
Okay.
Yeah, this is mostly for like any basic potions, consumables, basic +1 gear, things like that. Things that are
Uh,
so common that you don't really have to roll for.
Gloves of set 14 strengths.
Let me go look at those because those I do know that are on my list of stuff. Let's see here.
At the very least, I do know that the reagents I
Armor
have
set. All
would
right,
be enough
14.
for how I'm made.
A 14 strength.
Hmm.
All right, that's not actually that rare. Ogre gloves of ogre strength. That's what that would be called. I do have to roll just because you're in an adventuring town, but that is possible.
Hmm.
High or low?
Mm. Hi there.
All right, so 25 or lower, they're not. All right, they have a pair of ogre strength gauntlets, valued at. Oh, I have these things in here which don't need to be in here. 632 gold.
Hell yeah, easy buy.
All right. Just add those to your sheet, and also appreciate it if you add these to your loot list too.
I was 630, right?
632.
632.
Yep. Any other items?
How much for a broom or a cloak of flying?
Yeah. That's a fairly simple one.
Mhm. Let's see here. All right, I have to go look at that real quick. Da, da, da. All right, for a broom of flying, which is more common than the cloak would be, you are looking at a value of 2,007 gold.
How much is the cloak?
Cloak of flying. Let's see here. Oh, there's actually one of those in the shop. At the magic shop, I was looking at their list. It's not actually a cloak of flying. It does give you flight. It's just other stuff too.
Yeah, I was just going for the flavor.
Let's see here. What was your price again? You had the base one of that, so flight equals that value, and then you had the additional power of that, and was there one other power you had? I forgot. Advantage. Okay, that's what it was. Was there any other else that you provided? No, just advantage, the polymorph, and the flight. All right. Which means that is a polymorph cost of this, and then a advantage cost of this, equaling out to 3,132 gold.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the broom because that's a lot cheaper, and that was 2,000 and something.
2007.
Okay, someone's gonna need to spot me 170 gold.
Just take that from the party loot.
Really?
I'm fine with
170 to get the wizard out
sure.
of melee range. Yeah, I
Alrighty,
call that a
so-
party investment.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not the only one in the party, but that's my thoughts on it.
I do have a
Flip.
quick question with the gift coins.
Yeah.
So I assume these could be used as normal gold, or
They can.
should I be searching for somebody who would want to buy a fuck ton of old gift coins?
They can be used as normal gold. It's up to you if you want to go search for someone.
Okay, well, maybe
It's
not
that
all.
old coin thing, right?
Maybe not all 20,000.
Do brooms of flying work as their general description is written, or do you have homebrew for them?
They function as the one on D&D Beyond.
Okay. Cool. And then I'm going to set the. I'm going to share this with the party. I'm going to set the command word to be Vile, which is Elvish for fly.
Excellent.
And also very close to Swedish for want.
This does remind me, not the Swedish, but um, my saying D&D Beyond. I have a campaign on there I've been working on. I should really invite you guys so you have access to all my books.
Ooh.
Because I bought like the whole package suite thing, so
Oh, damn.
The whole shebang.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right. Any other basic items you're of interest in?
I'm set.
So there's two things I'm gonna have to go do. So I'm gonna go find a apprentice craftsman, someone who just like makes things for fun, more or less. I'm gonna give them my 3 very rare reagents and my Tonto, asking them to make me a cloak that turns on fire for funsies, and a upgrade to my bronze sword with one of them, and I keep the other one as payment.
So, couple things there.
Yes.
Apprentice implies that you're looking for someone who is just starting out in the trade. And then you
Yeah,
said that you're looking for
very
someone who
much
just does it
something.
for fun. Those are
Like,
two different
very much
things.
just someone who is willing to do it.
Okay. Just making sure you're not specifically looking for an apprentice, because, oh boy, I will have some fun for you.
Terminology is hard, Sage. I don't know them.
You do know them. I know you know them.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Well, you forgot then, because I know you know them. Anyways, so you're looking for an enchanter.
Yes.
That can be put into the magic shop one.
Okay.
So we can do that with magic shop. And
I think that's it for me then.
all right.
I know Floof might have some stuff.
Anything for you, Floof?
Well, I didn't really have anything in mind as much as I wanted to be able to explore and find random that would curiosity.
So you want to do more of like the exploring the town type of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be post this. So that sounds like then that everyone at this point has concluded their basic business. So we can go to the more intricate downtime that you wish to do. So going down the list, let me just go to the DM view of the city real quick. Let me zoom on out for stream's benefit.
Would a +2 cloak of protection be a fine or greater? Question for Ken. From Ken.
Well, any magical item is going to have to be at least fine quality. In terms of if it's greater quality, it's most likely someone's not really going to enchant something of like basic quality with such a powerful enchantment, but it's happened before. I mean, adventurers are, stingy. They got to save every penny. So it really just depends. More often than not, you will find it to be fine, though.
Okay, so would it just a base +2 cloak from the market end up being just excellent quality or fine?
There weren't any +2 cloaks in the market, remember? I looked for one and there wasn't any, so you're gonna have to hope the magic
so
shop has
it's
one.
on the magic item shop.
Yep.
Okay, that's where it was coming from. Just because it gave you the pricing, I thought it was different, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is what you said, right, Sage?
Yeah.
Good to know for planning through while I'm looking through the equipment guide.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, going over the city, Let's see here. I know that some of you wish to do some rumor gathering. I know that some of you want to do more of a in-depth look within the woven tapestry. Some of you want to do some more stuff within the Arca Nostra, and some wanted to go do some shopping. Um, which section would you like to focus on first? And any sections that I may have missed?
Paul's parents, Paul and Ada's parents. I want to meet them.
All right. In terms of the parents, they're not actually in Sonata at this point in time. However, the siblings would be. The parents are in the capital per, war talks. They're a noble house. They have to be there.
Oh boy.
Do they have any siblings? I thought they didn't.
I mean,
We never discussed it, so I assume the answer was no.
no, it's yes.
One thing that I would like to do is speak to whoever the military man was that was in town, who was putting up the posters.
All right.
Okay, so I think a big question is who's going to be our seller?
Sup?
John.
Because
Demands of
arguably, Floof is
20%.
actually the one who is statted out for it best.
How much, like, selling, or, like, what's their charisma?
+5 with a +9 persuasion, 13 deception, charlatan background.
Better deception. I've got the same for persuasion.
The cat has sticky paws, so I don't trust them to sell stuff.
That's good.
I feel like not sticky paws so much as just
I mean,
fur.
what?
It just
Everything
like
about them is sticky.
engorges the item.
Void.
Just floofs over it.
I
Anyways,
think I'm the best person to sell.
wink, wink.
Trust me.
Hmm. But yes,
Yeah,
anyways.
Renee,
So,
Renee trusts Floof about as far as she can throw her.
I mean, Renee trusts no one as far as they can throw him.
She trusts Kenna.
Well, that's new and different.
Ah, yes. One out of the country.
She kind of trusts Paul and Ada, and she trusts John to not stab them in the back. And short of trust to show too.
Yay.
I can just feel the heart inside me melting. Now,
Anyways, in terms of the city, you have a few locations of interest. Let me just go make these visible to players. So, you have up here the Silver Cloak Magic Shop. You have the Whispering Mirror Tailor. You have the Searching Weapon Apothecary. You have the Seeking Mouse Broker of Goods. The Brass Mantle General Goods. And the Ironclad Dwarf Smithy. Those ones are of immediate interest. There are other shops, of course, but those ones that first come to mind.
is the one bizarre shop still over here?
Yeah.
That we went to first? Wonderful. Also, for the party, did we want to sell that 7,000 gold ring?
Oh,
That
Yes.
ring. Okay. Just double checking. I was planning on it, but just
because we were not able to find any discernible purpose for it, right?
it's. And I mean,
Well, what are the jewels
after
on
that,
it
it's
to
in
make
the
it
art.
worth 7,000 Sage? Are they like diamonds encrusted into it, or what?
Let me go back to the jewelry. Let's see here. A jeweled electrum ring. That's just non-diamond gems. Yeah, of various types.
That's a lot of gems though for 7,000 gold.
it's just a nice ass ring.
Yeah, it could also be the craftsmanship of it.
If you look on the underside and Sylvan, it says fuck.
If we throw it in the fire, Sage, does it say it's the one ring to rule them all?
I don't know. Do you want to throw it in the fire?
I do not know.
We could.
That is staying in the bag of holding for right now. Well,
Do you have any place you would like to focus in on, or shall I enforce where we're going?
I would like to at least bring the Thimblemine Koof and bring back his refrigeration bag.
And see if we can get to keep the bag of refrigeration in exchange for the symbol mine coof and maybe some of the other reagents inside.
So we also want to buy the bag from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your mushroom. Can we keep the bag?
So you're
No,
going,
not. Okay, how about some rare flowers?
so you're going to the merchant?
Yeah, we're going. I, at the very least, probably with to show and tow. He is his own person, though.
All right.
I'll
Renee
go
is
with.
currently holding the bag, so yeah, she would go with you too. And before you go in, Renee is going to cast Enhance Ability on your Charisma. So now all Charisma checks are made with advantage.
Wasn't that fancy?
I think that's the only effect for the mental traits. They just give you advantage. The physical ones give you like doubled carry capacity if it's strength and stuff like that.
Well, isn't that fancy? Take swig from a whiskey bottle. Okay.
And that lasts for a whole hour.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, this will be a fun hour of haggling.
All right. So, moving on back to the upper parts within the guild's district of Sonata, you would find once more the traveling merchant's stall set up here, still in place. You can see that he's actually fairly low on wares as he's been bought to near sold out.
Business has been good, I see.
Aye, that it has.
John will hand him the refrigeration bag.
Oh, you have
We-
returned with it then.
Some things, some odds and ends.
Some among your number are not here anymore.
Yes, the mouse went missing. The Hingle died. I think that's all who was here the first time.
Well, I am sorry for your loss.
No, it's the business, I suppose.
I suppose that is true. Well then, let's see here. Payment.
Instead of payment, I was wondering if we could keep the bag in exchange for the appropriate number of contents inside to equal its value.
Well, it'll depend on how much is in there.
So the only thing they gathered out of character, they only gathered one Thimblemine Koof, right?
Like one. Like
So that's the
dough,
only thing
pretty
that's
much.
in there right now, but Renee's like got the flowers and stuff that she gathered.
Okay, thought you put those in there.
She had those in there until you just. Well, I guess they would still be in there because you just handed it over without saying, "Oh, can we have this?" And yeah.
Well, ma'am, I am getting to that.
All right, let's see here. You'll open the bag. I'll reach in, looking for the items that he had sought after. All right, tell you what. I'll trade you the bag for your previously requested items. The coof and the flowers, of course. In addition, a few of those fire lilies.
Have you actually wanted the Moonstar flowers?
What do you say, ma'am? Sound fair to you? This was your gathering of herbs.
There's 4 moon flowers in
Oh,
there.
I just need the one. But
Okay,
three
so-
fire lilies would do just fine.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Very good. You will procure the fire lilies and the single moonflower as well as the thimblemine coof from the bag. You then return the bag to you.
Thank you kindly.
Well, that was
Since Renee's usually got plant matter, she'll take the bag.
a job
Yeah,
well done then.
John will hand it back. Now,
Oh, you have 2 of those left. There you go.
now I'm also here looking to see what you have left, I suppose. Also, I don't know if you're able to enchant things as well.
Well, enchanting is one of my capabilities, but I find the business a bit tedious, a bit more homebody, as it were. I would have to be at my station for such magics, and that's not yet.
Understandable then.
But I do certainly have other reagents and the like for sale if you have interest. What's
Do you
left,
have
of course.
any magic already enchanted items left?
Let's see here. I'm going to look at his notes. I have to double click on his token. Wait, not that token. DM view. Da, da, da. Well, I have a few, in fact. Let's see here. I have this quite an interesting contraption. It is a scale of sort, a carving of amethyst and arcane runes. One of a particularly spellcasting sort might have interest in it. It allows the um, attuned to regain their magical energy.
Hmm. How much of it exactly?
Let's see here. That one, it is of an average quality, but it don't let that distract you from its strength. It is able to restore up to 5 circles of magic, up to 5 spell levels of magic. So you can do like 5 first levels, 2 seconds,
Okay.
1 for, and so on and so forth,
Yeah, yeah.
up to 5th level. Per daily cycle, per long rest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is valued at 1,500 gold.
Certainly not bad. What else have you got left
All
around
right.
here?
If you have no interest in that, or if you wish to continue browsing before you decide, of course, that is totally fine. But let's see here. One second. Ooh, do 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 do. All right, that one would work. He thinks you might have interest in this, so I'll. There's a certain helm. Are you there to show?
Yes.
Okay. There's a certain helm that your friend there might have great interest in. A bear helm. It is quite an interesting uh, piece of headwear. Um, I'm not quite sure how skilled your friend there is in the martial arts, but it does have a certain strength to it.
A certain strength to it, you say?
Yes, a certain ferocity that enhances one's um, precision and skill.
Precision.
Aye.
Well, I am a fencer.
Oh, then it might be up your alley. Hmm.
Ah, would you mind if I looked at it for a moment?
Of course. He'll offer you the bear helm, which is a large
Can I
helmet
grab it?
just in the form of a bear's head. So it's a bear.
And I'm going to cast Identify on it, and since I cannot ritual cast, it casts instantly.
Gotcha. All right. Casting Identify on the bear helm. The bear helm seems to have a special focus towards barbarians. However, non-barbarians do still get a benefit. Whenever you are flanking or attacking a creature who is otherwise helpless or unaware, basically they're stunned, unconscious,
Sneak
prone,
attack.
flanked, etc. Um, if you would have advantage, you would deal additional damage to that creature. Um, Beyond that, let's see here. There's more words to it. Da, 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 da. Beyond that, you can enter into the rage of the bear. This one is a once per long rest effect that allows you to take on the aspect of a bear, both in size and strength. For a minute during this time, your strength is increased by 4, and your um, let me go back to the item.
Is that strength score or modifier?
Strength score.
Okay.
And so basically a +2. And you gain 3 natural attacks, specifically 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack.
Okay.
And the damage of which is 1d8 on the claws and 2d6 on the bite. And you can make 2 claws and 1 bite, or you can make it your whatever normal scheme is with your weapon attacks for that time.
And does this rage do the same thing that a barbarian rage would and prohibit you from casting spells?
No, it doesn't do the same thing as a barbarian's rage does. It's more of like a think of it as a bear aspect rather than rage. It's
I
just
see.
it's rage focused item. As barbarian, however, you enhance it instead of being a if you are a bear totem, it provides the psychic damage resistance as well. If you're not
Mm-hmm.
bear totem, however, it simply provides what was the addition if you're a non-bear totem? It provides resistance to all elemental damage types as well, which is specifically acid, fire, lightning, cold. Um,
All right.
yeah,
I
that's it.
quite like this. I think I will take it.
Oh, very good. Let's see here. That helm runs for 2,005 gold.
2005 gold. I just commissioned quite the other enchantment, but
Would you be
let me check.
possibly willing to go any lower?
It is possible you have done me a favor in the past, so not specifically. You just kept good on that promise. Roll me a persuasion check. See how much he likes you.
Those are fun. Okay. Dice for what did the cat say? It's a bit. God, son of a damn it. Okay. Since I have advantage, keep high 1. Plus 9. That persuasion. Wow. I'm rolling great. That's fun. Dice don't like me, but hey. Advantage is
All
advantage.
right, let's see here. 16. Calculator. Oh, no. I did the wrong value. Okay, times the reduction in price. Okay. I suppose I can knock off a couple hundred. Let's say 1,705 gold. 1,705.
Yeah.
How about Desho's gonna reach around his neck and remove the Medal of Gallantry that I never use and kind of forgot that I had. This is a medal that enhances one's persuasive abilities. as well as allows them to aid allies. With the discount, how about we just do a one-for-one trade here? Pending your appraisal of the item.
Let's see the item. He'll
Hand
put
it
his
to
hand
him.
out. All right, let's give him a look over. He will click his little glasses. He'll start looking over the item. I see, I see. Well, this item is certainly of fine quality. However, it is nowhere near as potent a magic item as the helm. A one-for-one trade would not be as appropriate. There would be a somewhat of additional fee involved. But I am open for a trade.
How much do you praise the metal for?
I would appraise the metal at 900 gold. However, it is a trade. Um, let's say the metal and 500 gold, and we'll call it a deal.
Deal.
Very good.
There
He'll-
you go.
And the show is broke. Pretty much.
All right, very good. You've attained your bear helm.
I am full bear.
Full bear. Return to bear.
Yep.
Now, it's a bit of a shot. I've been kind of looking for some of the liking. Do you happen to have any, like, enchanted cigars of sorts?
Cigars. Let's see here. It's been a while since I've traveled to Aetherstorm. High or low?
I'm feeling lowballing.
Very nice.
He will go into his caravan and start rummaging through one of the larger chests, digging deep. Let's see. Ah, yes. I do have one box left. Back from when I was over at Aetherstorm some time ago. Surprising. These things do seem to go quite fast. He'll flip open the box. Small little wooden crate. It maybe can hold about 10 cigars inside. He'll flip it open, give a whiff. Still of fine quality here. Let's see. We have how many cigars are in this box left? Would be that number, which means we are looking at. One second, I have to get the price of this thing. All right, and then that, and then we have that one there. And then we have this one here, which means we have two more to go. And all right, so he will show you the small cask of cigars. Inside, you can see that there are a total of 2, 3, 4, 6 cigars inside, even though it can hold 10. Seems some of them have been purchased a la carte rather than as a group. But yes, these fine cigars here are made by the finest of tobacco merchants down in Aetherstorm. Well, tobacco farmers, and through my own enchantments, I have fueled them with some magic. You're looking at which one was your set? Doop-a-doo. You're looking at a cigar of resistance, both of cold and fire. So one cold, one fire. god of replenished spirit, superior healing.
Wonderful.
It's a god of lost self, invisibility. One second. It's a god of heroism and it's god of replenished form. Greater healing potion.
Okay. How much do you want for him?
Well, let's see here. Got that, and we got this, and then we got this one here. Then we got that one. And then we have that one. Well, the whole lot will run you 3,084 gold.
Uh, hmm.
Yeah, it's those healing potions. Those things are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Little over 3,000.
Actually, the heroism potion or cigar is the most expensive. It's 1,061 base.
The heroism one, really?
Yeah, I mean it
Wow.
gives you bless and temp HP, so
That
for
is
the
fair.
duration, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, Sage's potions of heroism are not the heroism spell, which is kind of sad.
Yep.
Which I've got one of them on me. They're gonna. This is purely a joke, just out of character. Do you got any like thieves' tools lying around? And how late are you open? No. Now, would it be less expensive if I dropped the heroism?
If you wish to buy all but that one, yeah. You would be looking at a total of 2,023 gold.
I'll go make myself a cup of tea. I'm gonna be right back.
I, player me, am just like, do I want to haggle? Do I? Because I know if I haggle poorly, that's just gonna make things worse.
It's not hard for you to haggle poorly. Your minimum roll is at least 10.
True. That's fair.
You also have a pretty high intimidation score.
I don't think I want to intimidate the man. He is fairly kind. It's good to stay on good sides at times. Could you do 1,800?
One second. I can do that, yeah. It's a fair deal. 1,800 for the lot, then.
Fantastic. He will pull out. That's 180 platinum pieces. Yes.
Yes.
So, I pull out that.
Dealing in some of the higher currency, I see. Well, very good. He'll hand you. He will remove the heroism cigar, but he will hand you the cask.
Wonderful.
So, you're a traveling merchant. Do you know if like a magically collapsible wagon is a thing? And if it is, do you have one for sale?
They are a thing, and in terms of if they have any for sale, high or low?
know what? We're gonna flip a coin. Low.
Alright, low is good. Nope. I'm afraid I don't have any excess on me, just my own one. Which, kinda need that, so not for sale, I'm afraid.
How much do they cost, typically?
Depends on what functions you're wanting from it. If you're wanting just a basic wagon, they're fairly cheap, actually. If you're wanting more of, like, what mine can do, then it gets up there.
Let's start with the basic ones.
Basic ones run for about 1,000 gold.
Okay, out of character, spend 1,000 party gold on a wagon so we can increase our movement speed over most terrains to 60 instead of 30.
I mean, that sounds fine to me.
Sounds worth it.
I'm down.
Also, whenever you get the chance, Sage, if I could actually get those cigars in the item lab.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully the other magic shops have one.
That was the last bits of my downtime.
I'm having a good trying to find the shower levels of bad luck right now.
Now, I understand they're not exactly at your point for enchanting things right now, but perhaps there's any assistance you could give. I'm wanting to further enchant my poncho here to do more from these resistances and such. I'm wondering if it's possible to actually enchant my hat with the catnaps the spell.
Oh, it's certainly impossible to do that, yeah. If you know you have the right structure and tools with you at hand. I
Sadly,
myself do not
don't.
have them on me, but I do know of a particular figure within town who has such capabilities. One Ariana Ari of the Silver Cloak.
Grab him. Gallery. Wonderful. Thank you for that.
+2 equipment available.
Well, that is a very mechanical way of saying it, but there's no other way to say it properly, so let me check. High or low?
Is there a proper name to say +1, +2 stuff?
Yeah. It's just funny that that's the only real way to say it. I mean, like, is there
Yeah.
anything of, like, superior quality enchantment? No, that doesn't really work.
I assume you didn't mean to copy paste the heroism one.
Oh, yeah, no. Let me go delete that, buddy.
Let's go high.
Alright. High is bananas. Oh, look at that. Alright, let's see.
Oh.
Does he have weapons? No. Does he have armor? No. Does he have cloaks? Yes. Does he have shields? No. So he has a cloak. I do have a certain potent cloak of resistance in my wares.
It wouldn't happen to be red, would it?
Red?
But,
I don't want
Renee,
to
you just buy it.
Are you
I
just wanting
think,
one to be red, or is it like something specific with red?
Just she looks better in red than any other
So
color.
that's purely aesthetic purpose. Okay.
Purely aesthetic.
Let's see here. High or low?
Don't do this to me, Sage.
You know what? Say low this time. You can blame me later.
Low. Now we'll blame me.
All right.
Put your faith.
In fact, it is red. Yeah. Of a nice scarlet red.
Oh, excellent. So this cloak is a +1 cloak. I'd be interested in exchanging it for the other cloak.
Well, there'd need to be some more money given through.
Well, yeah, obviously. as well as a moonflower. I will need to restock eventually, right?
That is true. Let's see here.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Da-da-da-da. And then, what was the moonflower's rarity again? Moon. Come on, me. Where is my moonflower? I'm going to add moonflower to the list. Moonflower. Here we go. Alright, Moon Whisper Flower is rarity, superior, minor, very rare. Okay, cool. Minor, very rare. And just the one flower?
That's all he needs to replenish it, yeah. Besides the man hours to enchant it.
Oh, you want to enchant it?
No, what she's going for is, here I have these raw materials, but I don't have the time for you to enchant it. Here's the raw materials. I want a discount on the finished product for an exchange.
I see.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, here, have this flower and this thing for selling.
Yeah, that's the angle she's going for. Like, here's the raw materials.
Alright. Give me
exchange them for
a
finished goods.
persuasion check to see if you can get that across. Because I didn't even get that, what was what you were doing, so.
Alright.
I am back now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
My persuasion is +6. 16.
16. Alright. Let's see here. Oh. Well, it is certainly of certain strength of power, this flower. Yeah. Well, if time is of the issue here for you, I can give you a bit more of a discount than one would expect from simply exchanging a flower of, don't get me wrong, of certain magical potential, but it is not fully there yet. Let's see here. I'll save him from having to buy it.
So I should also mention this cloak came from a Gith ruin, actually.
So it has. Interesting. Any way to verify that?
Would Identify do that?
No.
Well,
I can cast Zone of Truth and tell you where I found it.
Well, there are ways around such a spell. I'm afraid word alone is not really required here. It's more of like a
John
seal of
will.
approval by like a museum, archaeologist or the like.
I happen to be one of those.
God damn it!
Oh, you are.
I am.
Well, do you have
Actually,
any symbol of office? You should.
yes, I absolutely do.
Excellent. If you can verify its validity, then that can certainly get you.
Are there
greater
any
discount.
details on it that I could specifically point to identify it as something from a Gith ruin?
Yeah. Some of the embroidery within the cloak, the trim, the use of certain stitching patterns and the like. It's a lot of different like minor details that only someone learned in the arts and crafts of the Gith Empire would know.
Well, as you can see, in here, the embroidery on the inside of the cloak is a pattern unseen in any current civilization. This comes specifically from the Gith, as well as these stitching techniques, and I won't bore you with the rest, but I can properly assure you it is very much Gith.
Well, then if you can provide me with a placard or something similar that I can provide with the cloak, I will certainly be most appreciated and would knock a fair price off of the cloak. The exchange, that is.
Let's
Basically,
see.
just have to sign a paper saying that it's been a seal of approval from this faction. Dink!
Do you have a parchment? Anything similar? I will draft up a
I do.
certificate.
Let me get one of my business cards. One of the blank ones, of course. Here we are.
You wouldn't happen to also be interested in old coins?
I might actually. What kind of
We
let me
have
guess,
a lot
Gith.
of Gith coins.
I'm carrying more gift coins than.
Well,
I'm assuming.
I do certainly have interest in such coins. A lot of my um, folk back home have interest in the Gith Empire, so I have some connections.
Desho will provide a sample of said Gith coin.
Ooh,
Yes.
Show it off a little bit. Talk about what this insignia means, why it's this way a little bit.
oh,
All that
interesting.
kind of stuff.
John
We
will
have a lot.
pull out from the bag of holding another bag of about 999. I'm keeping one.
Desho is also keeping one.
Hence
So
why
that's
it's not.
actually 98.
Okay.
Oh,
98.
interesting. Coins of House Sarah. Very nice.
We ourselves are keeping one each for a little
Uh,
souvenir. He will also ask the party real quick. Does anyone else want a souvenir? Just in case, I am looking to sell these. So
Well,
Swift would probably want one.
Desho's handwriting is normally a bit scratchy and very much
he's a doctor.
similar. But he'll very carefully write out the proper legalese and whatnot to have this as a legitimate verification
excellent.
certificate.
Oh, that is much
Sign it.
appreciated, as you have signed the card.
Hand it back over.
He will look towards Renee and the party. Well then, with that all settled, I can certainly knock a fair price off for you. I believe 1,500 gold should do.
Sounds good to me.
Now, in terms of the coinage, how much specifically are you willing to part with?
Well, assuming no one else in the party here has an interest in old coins.
I think it was
I'll-
just Floof. So
I'll
just
also
3
keep a
coins.
handful to bring back to Aetherstorm for museums.
Okay. So, how many exactly? So, we're already down to.
Are there any variants between the coins, or like different heads or different writings or anything on any of them?
All the ones that you found thus far, I believe, were from Valendrin's Hold, which means they would all be of House Zera.
Okay. In which case, just like
Take
3.
back like a clean 7 so I can have
Clean
it as
7?
a. Yeah. Just
Clean
take a
7.
clean 7 plus your 1 that you're keeping. Well, I've got, to my estimate, 19,990 of these coins.
Oh, good lord. All right.
I do. I am not unreasonable to fully understand if you are not wanting to purchase all of these.
Oh, no, don't get me.
coins.
I do want to purchase them. The thing here would be more of a, I will need to return to my home to get the funds required. I do not have that much coin on me currently. Um, can we make a deal? You seem to be delving in quite a lot of these Gith ruins.
I consider myself a deal maker.
If you find any Gith artifacts of any type, could be a spoon for all I care, but if you find a Gith artifact, bring it to me first, and see if I have interest in buying it. And I'll be sure to get you a permanent discount within my shop. More than that, if you ever have anything of particular rarity, if you have access to sending or similar magics, I'd appreciate being alerted so I can return to Sonata with post-haste. However,
I do
What's your
have sending.
sleep schedule like?
I'll most likely be on Lasholti for most of it, so it should be a fairly standard waking up at dawn, going to bed at dusk within this continent. Your schedule, basically. However, I might be
Okay.
back home where I'll be looking at more of a flip that, basically.
Understandable. That's my main form of communication currently since you're reading. So, but
Now then,
yes,
in terms of the
Us.
coins, let's see here. I just had this value. 1 second.
Will give us 3 gold for each 1 gold.
Where is that? Am I just blind? Where is my gift price from merchants who are in the know? I think I'm just blind. Ah, there it is. I can. I'm definitely going to need to go back home to the Way Shrine and gather more coinage, but I would like to buy the whole lot. At a value of 25 silver to the gold. At 2.5 gold per.
Yeah. 2.5 gold per gold piece. That sounds mighty fine to me.
That's 50,000 gold. 25 short of 50,000.
Yeah, that sounds mighty fine to me. It was also. I don't know if there's anything that. Any other magical items y'all are wanting to get, but can also use that as a sort of payment while we're here. But
So I just broke down the math.
certainly, if there's
6,246 gold to each of us from those coins.
Hell yeah.
Can you say that number
Splitting
again?
it 8 ways, so 1 into party loot, and then
What was the number again?
6,246.87.
I now have
well,
the total amount of money I have is now 6,246 gold and 87 silver.
Hell
Happen
yeah.
tomorrow, anyway.
we need to remember he's not buying all of these right now, so might want to hold off on adding that right now.
Yeah, he's
Don't buy
gonna.
them credit.
He needs to come back in a couple days. Well, probably just
Oh.
today, actually.
Oh,
He has to go there. He has to travel to his house from the Way Shrine, and then come all the way back.
I forgot the beauty of waste turns. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, because that'll only take a day, so we can absolutely add that now, then, can't we?
I mean, you can definitely add it for downtime because you're going to be here for at least
Yeah.
5 days.
Yeah, so, okay, well,
Yep, update your party loot.
holy fucking hell.
Yep, make sure to remove those gift coins.
Yes.
So, how much was that each?
I put it into the item lab, I just wrote down the number.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
going
there
to
will be,
pray that's in platinum pieces.
Pretty
There will be
please.
4 copper left over to put into party loot.
Very good.
Sure. Holy mother of good lord.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
that
a
is-
it's a good thing you
for
didn't sell those like normal coins.
That is 624 platinum pieces, if I'm doing math right, which I'm not
Yeah,
confident
That
in.
is
And then,
correct, yes.
okay.
624 platinum, 6 gold, 8 silver, 7 copper.
3, 2, 1.
If you return home, do you have any spare collapsible wagons or perhaps enchanted shields that you could bring back?
Spare? Nothing spare, but I could definitely look out in the merchant stalls of my homeland. If you would like to entrust me with the coin to go and purchase said. Or a slip of I intend to pay this if I find it. Either way.
So, I guess Renea would do the promissory note because that's easier
Alright.
to keep track of.
And what is your... what kind of wagon are you looking for? Just so I can have him look properly. And I'll just come back with
So-
like a really expensive wagon.
One that's handheld, but will expand with I don't know, magical command word or whatever the expansion method is to a full-sized, functional, fairly durable wagon. You know, it's not going to break if we get attacked. So we can use that to travel more quickly over places that allow a wagon and then carry it past places that don't allow a wagon.
Wagon.
Gotcha.
Wagon. The command word should be wag on.
Correct.
All right.
Wag
Yeah.
on, wag off.
Yes, and the other command word is wag off.
Certainly see about
It's
searching for those.
wag on and wag gone.
Mm.
Well, while you determine what
I like that
command
better.
word you're most interested in, any other items you would like before I make way for the way shrine? See if I can't get the coin required to exchange these.
Real quick, do you happen to have another +2 cloak of protection? I happen to have another Githyanki cloak that we found from the same ruin.
Oh boy, high or low.
Oh, hi.
I do. I'd offer you the same deal, although somewhat reduced, unless you would just like to throw in a flower.
Do we have another flower for now?
We have, well, 2 now after mine.
Could I use it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, here you go.
All right, and then that is 1,500 gold, and another, stamping sign of approval. It's the same, yeah.
Technically a robe, I think, but same difference.
Yeah, quick question, since you of course see much more knowledge on this than I do. Is it even possible to take a +1 with enchantment on a thing and make it into a quote unquote +2?
It is impossible. Yeah, it is possible. Yes.
Wonderful. Just making sure I'm not going on no wild goose chase.
Could you also keep an eye out for any +2 mithril shields, like this one? As she holds out the mithril shield she has to show him what it looks like.
I can certainly keep an eye out.
Thank you. I would appreciate it.
Let's see how close is his homeland to the dwarfs over there? That's not that bad actually. Yeah, he's got a good chance of finding that. Yep,
Well,
I can certainly do that. Any other requests?
Let me check my list of things I wanted to buy. Got the radiant crystal, but that's gonna be with Ada at the temple. Cloak of protection, shield, Habsburg wagon. So I use medkits a lot. Is there like a magically replenishing version of a medkit somewhere?
Let's see here. You were looking for
Renee's everlasting
a
kiss.
surgeon's box, I see. Well, do I have any in hand? High or low?
Let's go low because yeah,
I'm
I've had
afraid
more
I do
luck
not
with
have
low.
any on hand at the moment.
So they do exist though.
They do, yeah.
Okay.
I do not know. No, okay.
It's yeah, the loot of the gift coins is at the bottom of item lab. It's 6,246.87.
What's the silver and copper of that again, by the way?
8 and 7.
Okay, just.
8 silver, 7 copper. And I already added the party share loot of it to the party loot.
Oh, done.
Along with the 4 extra coppers because it was 0.875. And you can't have half a copper, so.
Well, you know.
That's everything for me.
All right, very well. And I will pack up shop for now and make my way home. Should be back on the morrow. Maybe a day after that, depending on if bit of travel is halted or whatnot. We should be back then. See me day or two from now. Same place.
I will just. I'll just wander on over here.
Very good. And he will give you a tip of his hat, which doesn't actually have a hat, but he gives you a tip. And he will go to.
One actually last question I have for
Aye?
you. Where is this Ariana that you mentioned?
Oh, yes, that is the. Let me just go zooming out real quick. She is across the river in the market district. You were looking for the slag. Here we go. You're looking for the building on the northeastern side of the market. Rather small, but don't let that fool you. The interior is quite large. That is the Silver Cloak, though, over here.
Okay, yeah. Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. Thank you kindly.
Of course. He will begin packing up his wagon. All right, and while that was going on, there's people who are doing stuff other than shopping, so we're going to go with them. Paul, you're closest to what we're currently at, so what were you doing?
I wanted to go speak to whoever was in charge of the military and putting up the posters.
All right, then you are going to need to head on over to. Well, you can head on over to the palace, or you can go and head on over to the one of the guards towers, because they could be in the palace or one of the guards towers. So,
I'll start with the guard tower.
all right, starting with the guards tower. Let's see here. Making your way to the guards tower. Which one? Oh, south wall, west wall, north wall, or palace inner keep wall?
Palace inner wall.
Palace inner wall. All right. Heading on over there, looking inside. You are allowed in. You are a noble, so it's not like you're gonna be like, "What are you doing here?" Brr, 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 brr. They do actually stand at attention as you enter, as they do recognize you, as you know, you do have authority here. Um, the guards, however, high or low to see if it's actually here.
Low.
Low. All right. Oh, damn,
Excellent.
they are here. Look at that. All right. In that case, as you enter into the chamber, um, asking around for the guard captain, you would hear the soldiers here speak up. Oh, Tobias, he is upstairs. Yeah, up in the his office, third floor. Um,
Yeah.
I'll go get them for you.
Much appreciated.
All right, and you will rush up the stairs, which will kind of curve around. The other guards who are kind of in the middle playing poker on break, kind of just like look at you, put their cards down, and kind of just like sit there, arms crossed, like waiting.
Something tells me that guy was losing.
All right. Let's see, where is your handout? Sonata NPCs. I've done some organizations since last time, so they're actually a bit more easy to find. There you are.
Yay!
Yep. All right.
Mhm.
Where's your token? There you are. I'm gonna chuck you up to over here. Zooming on in. All right. Heading on over here, you would waiting in the small guard chamber. You would eventually find the guard coming down his purple tabard, bearing the coat of arms of what's the lord's name of this place? 1 second. Oh, it's the DM view, mother flipper. Oh well, that is loading. I'm just gonna drop his hand out, but you would see that the guard captain is also bearing this, even though his handout does not show that specific. However, Tobias Salandre. Come on, load map tools. Don't be a prip. Oh, it's not map tools that's broken. It's the freaking document. All right, I go through freaking this. Oh no, it's both. It's both broken.
Yay!
There he is. He's dropped. All right, cool. All right, he's purple, not red, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you would see this man got the Honest Abe beard, close-cropped brown hair, shaved on both sides, kind of like a warrior's knot, but no like ponytail on the back. Wearing plated mail armor, the tabard over top, and the purple cape in the back. A large great sword is sheathed at his what was it? His hip.
That's a wacky fucking sword.
It is. Don't worry about the fact that it's fantasized. It's not actually fantasized. But he would come down the stairs. I heard you wanted to speak with me, Lord Pauldron.
Yes, indeed. I've been out of town for a while, and I got back, and I've been seeing recruitment posters, talks of war. Mind filling me in?
Aye, yeah. Let's see here. Word got down from Troubadour that an incident occurred with an ambassador of the Empire of Erendil. During this incident, some words were exchanged, and, well, the embassy is no longer present. At least, to say.
The embassy in Troubadour?
Aye. They have rescinded their embassy, left their ambassadors, their envoys, and we suspect this is not going to end well, so we are preemptively prepping for war, just in case. Last time, we were caught by surprise, and we barely made it through, as you well know. We don't want that to happen again. We want to be prepared. More specifically, we're prepping a lot of our mages, preparing our magical defenses and our anti-curse brigade. We don't want another Curse of Vestral happening, of course. This is why you'll probably see a lot of the Arcanostra's members, as you might have noticed when you returned there. I assume you returned there. Most of them are missing.
Yeah, it was pretty scarce over there. Do we have any idea who destroyed the embassy?
Oh, an errant knight by the name of Sir Cord.
What?
Yeah, and some farm boy.
John, do you have something to say?
Hold on! A farm boy! I'm insulted.
It would be very easy to mistake John for a farm boy.
Hey. You
Boy, cowboy, what's the
No,
difference?
the farm boy is Daniel.
As Renee will find out in a few hours when she uses sending to contact her brother.
To be like, hey, bro, what you up to?
Pretty much. He's like, I may have started a war on accident.
What are you doing, step bro?
I stop! No, I do not. This is another reason why I'm
went to
not
the wrong
staying in this
place.
Paladin estate. This is the real reason why John isn't staying.
Yep.
Staying. To
This
the
is not a
Paladin
porno,
estate.
thank you very much. This is a D&D game.
He's just asking.
Yet. We have bards here,
That's
Sage.
what he-
Don't
That's
jinx yourself.
fair. That's fair. We do have bards.
Wait a second. So, question.
Hi.
I met, or
is
is it
that
out of character
out of
to you,
okay,
Sage?
out of character.
Have I met Sir Cord?
You might have met them a couple times, yeah. Um, they are a knight of Troubadour, so they
Okay.
we would definitely have seen them. May not have met them, but you definitely would have seen them. JC can go in more detail of what they are specifically, because they have their character backstory somewhere.
Well, I
on
just
their
needed to know
desktop,
that I
but yeah.
met them so that it's easier to scry on them.
Gotcha. Yeah, you have met them, yes.
Okay, cool. So, I am going to... Thank you, Tobias.
Hi.
Then I'm going to head back to the Saledan estate and scry on Sir Cord.
Excellent. All right, let me go bring up the scry spell, see if I can't look some stuff up.
This.
Let's see, what time of day would this be?
What the hell happened?
Don't worry about
Why
it.
the hell did Sir Cord and Daniel almost has possibly started a second elf war?
In and out. 20-minute adventure.
That's kind of what it sounded like from Daniel.
And second question, did either of you two, whose characters those are, know anything about this?
Nope. Daniel said, or will say, in the recent future, he chased the wrong elf and Cord got thrown in jail. He got Cord out of jail. The guard is corrupt. He tried to see the king. Thought they got the bad guy, but they were not the bad guy. It turns out they were a diplomat. So yeah.
Diplomats are always the bad guys.
Quick question.
All my homies hate bureaucracy.
When would you be casting this scrying spell? As soon as you left all the additions of the spells being added, and then heading up here, or?
Well, I already had scrying, so I probably would have done it at the end of the first day of spell transcription.
Okay, so the end of the day. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, that does change with the results. So let's see here. That would have been about then on that date. All right. JC, can you send me Sir Cord's sheet so I can get their saving throw bonuses?
Don't you just need the wisdom save?
Yeah, but there's changes, so.
Huh?
I have my own list for changes. I just need the base sheet real quick in front of me.
Oh, Sir Cord has changed.
I mean, they've leveled up. You know, they've also started a war, so yeah, it's fine. Or maybe started a war.
Oh,
They
does that
started
mean
potentially.
Daniel's sitting there?
That's not a
Talking.
slip of the tongue I would like to hear from the DM.
So
I feel left
Daniel
out.
can
Mr.
now spit
Cord.
out temp HP after every rest.
JC.
I'm looking for it.
Gotcha.
I have a lot of sheets on my,
You do.
so.
I really
stay
should
tuned to find it.
make like an obsidian portal or like a D&D Beyond for you guys. You can just keep all your characters there for ease of
That'd be
access. Just
helpful.
so I can just be like, okay, I need this. Bam, grabbed.
I sent it to you before if you want to try.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, Rangers don't get proficiency, and unless you put an ASI into Wisdom, I don't think the Wisdom save would have
Things
changed.
can happen.
Though Rangers are wisdom casters.
This is true.
Let's see here.
And I believe Sir Cord was a wood elf.
I have your bio, but not your character sheet. Where's your character sheet? Your character sheet. It's probably a link. All right, Sir Cord. Which one is Cord? Ada, Floofster. You really should label what character sheets are before you post them, because there are just so many links that say Mythweavers, Mythweavers, Mythweavers. No indication of what they are. Let's move before.
I'm having a hard time finding it on my Mythweavers too.
Speaking of Daniel, though, I want to play a Celestial Warlock again at some point.
Oh, found him.
They're higher
Intonation Cord.
abilities, but-
Intonation Cord. All right. Let's see here. All right, you have that bonus, and you are. All right, so
Okay,
we're looking at this. Okay, cool. Give me a wisdom saving throw. What is your DC?
18.
Spell does not take effect.
Plus side, you recovered a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, but I didn't spend any. But here's the thing: if I did that on the first day,
I thought you did use one though.
no, not really. But I can try again after 24 hours.
It's true. All right.
See, yeah.
Yep. So for that first day, that is what you were doing. Unfortunately, it did not get any results for that first day, so we're gonna have to blap there. Do you want to do anything else in your home?
That's all.
All right.
Or
There.
I'll cast Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum for the night to protect me from scrying.
Excellent. All right.
She
From
would select to
there,
be scryed upon.
we will go to Ada at the Woven Tapestry. What are you doing?
Smoking a cigarette.
Ada's
Sitting
trying
up
to
in
figure
bed,
out and
smoking
how
a
to.
cigarette.
Ada's trying to figure out how to talk to. What was her name again? Maria, about how to get Hestia into like the Ministerium's eyes.
Gotcha. All right. Well, first off, you will want to come forward to the council, to the Ministerium, with your proposal, as well as with the symbol and the holy text of your patron. From there, any key details you might think that would show why they should be included within the pantheon. And if you have any indication of followers or the like, a greater showing of just yourself, within the country of Kalbesh, of course, that would certainly gain you some leverage. And of course, if you are a member of the Ministerium, that does give leverage in its own right.
How would I go about joining the Ministerium then?
Well, you will need to be baptized in the, let's see here, the fountains of purity down within the heart of this chapel, in a ceremony overseen by the 3 archpriests of the pantheon. Once that is achieved, you will be considered a layman of the faith. However, to gain a baptism, you will need to send a petition to the archpriest. Specifically, the archpriest, well, myself. Because they're not here, so I guess that's my job. So I can just send that up for you. Yeah, no issue.
Okay, then I will be back after writing my petition and defense of Hestia then.
Very good.
As Ada awkwardly leaves.
Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Back to dragon.
And to go find a enchanter to go make me some stuff.
All right, where are you going?
The Arcanostrum has enchanters, right? People who like practice enchanting and
Yeah.
yeah. Ada probably knows a few students who have fun doing it.
About to hire a freshman.
All right. Gonna hire a freshman. Heading over to the Arcanostrum, you probably at this point see Paul studying deep in the books, adding all the spells to their spell book. But yeah. Moving on over to here, you're looking for that person who can make the fire appearance.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna ask them to make me a fire cloak, with probably just the uncommon one would work.
All right, 1 second. I have to go look at some of the real old stuff. 1 second.
Real old.
Mhm. All right.
I'm going to be right back.
Cool. Let's see here. Where are you? You're right there. I think so. Yeah, I found it. Found the folder. All right. All right. Moving through the halls here, um, you would find a small study chamber. A few students within, all deep within the books, or in this case, items, as they are practicing the enchanting arts. Um, One such figure does catch your eye, a certain red-haired elf of pale white skin. That is notable because, well, sun elves typically have bronze or copper or like a blackened skin, and moon elves don't have red hair. Death elves, as you know, have black hair or purple hair, and they do have the white skin. Uh, and then there are swift elves, which have green skin and often green or brown hair. So
Okay, so
this elf's weird.
red-headed elves don't usually happen.
Yes, this is weird.
It's like Renea's family.
Other than that, you'd see some other students that most of them appear to be um, long robed in fanciful looking robes of like vibrant purples and golds and reds and the like. A few wearing green robes. Um, for the most part, you don't really see any student here that are not wearing outfits of a non-flashy material.
Okay. So Ada is going to approach one that she knows.
Well, how much have you actually wheeled and dealed as a? Because these are like students, like new students.
Oh,
Yeah,
newish students.
yeah, newish students.
I've been looking for enchanters out of known and hanged out with for the past like 30 years I've been here.
Ah, in that case, that is a completely different thing than going to look for students. That is looking for a tutor. All right, looking for a tutor,
Welcome
high
back.
or low to see if they're in here, because they might be in Troubadour.
Hi, they're here.
No,
Nope.
they are in Troubadour. Looking around, you would find one of the just random no-name students um, would let you know that they are up in Troubadour with the War Council.
What rank isn't gone, Sage?
Um, Lower ranks.
Did me and Paul like miss a thing?
Yeah, you guys are out adventuring.
We were in the abyss.
Yep.
Do we have like a message waiting for us here about this? Ada's gonna check
All right, checking
because
in.
it seems like all her peers are gone.
Heading back up to the front desk where that sad halfling was at, and I don't mean like they're physically sad, just that they are overwhelmed. Um, Missives. Let me see here. Flip, 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 flip. Oh,
Jason breathing down his neck.
oh, yeah. Just you, or also your brother?
Does Paul have one as well?
One
Probably.
is a strong word.
Also an inaccurate one, apparently.
I'll just hand those to you.
Yes, please.
He'll hand you 5 letters.
Okay, Ada is gonna start reading the ones marked for her.
All right. The first one deals in basically your standard tuition fees and all that for the semester. Um, standard guild fees. Same thing
Mhm.
for Paul. So 2 of them are just like pay your bills, which are already paid for by your family, so you don't have to worry about those. Um, the next one, next 2, which are also you and Paul, they are dealing with the call for you to move north to Troubadour to join in the war talks. and that they need you to stop going places that you cannot be sending. Like,
Sending reaches other planes.
does it? I thought it didn't.
It can. It's just there's a 5% chance of failure when you try.
Yeah.
I thought it just didn't work. Okay. That changes a bit of things.
The old Gith ruins didn't allow sendings. That's what we're gonna go with.
We're gonna go with due to the influence of Pazuzu on the Abyss, you were unable to receive the sending.
Choose Pazuzu.
I mean, you just got unlucky and you rolled that 5% chance every time they tried to use sending.
I say Pazuzu 3 times out loud. I'm kidding.
Please don't.
Wait, that works.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, okay.
Doesn't do anything.
The absolute like sincerity and please don't caught me off guard, and I was like, wait, I can just end the game right now.
But yeah,
Any of us.
those ones are basically a call for you to head up north to Troubadour.
A drunk college student could fucking end the campaign.
And the last one is signed for Paul.
A drunk college student can
It,
end a
it
lot
seems
of
to have
things.
a scent that you are very well familiar with.
Is it from Thok?
It is.
Ooh. Don't open that.
Don't
Hi, I do.
do not.
Hi, I'm opening it.
Because you can open it and mend it back untouched.
Exactly.
Use mending. Oh, dude, that's awful.
I don't even have mending until tomorrow.
Mail fraud is just that much easier.
Mail fraud is easy when you have magic.
Okay, so Ada does not open it, but she highly debates it. Great. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's see. Do you have the students' scores here? The enchanters?
Let me see here. I'll start flipping through the book. You'll see him flip through many, many pages before he finally just picks up half the book and flips it over. And he's like, okay, 2 to the left. All right, let's see. Well, Marcus, they're a particularly adept pupil. So is Jillian.
Okay. Jillian and Marcus. Do you have a description for them?
Let's see here. Where is Marcus? Oh, sorry, not Marcus. That's his nickname. Oh no, that's a different character. Marcus, where is you? Where are you?
You have notes for the night for the students.
Judge me.
11 years.
I don't think it's
you
not that he
have
has
time.
notes for them. It's that he has to go into his crystal ball and find where they are in the alternate dimension. Real quick.
This isn't a joke anymore. Sage is just.
Sage has
Fucking-
created the other reality.
All right.
Sage has
that's
created
the case, I
his
would like
own
to
reality
apologize
and is
for Naya in
actually
advance.
simulating all of these things through our actions and dice roll.
There
I'd
we are.
like to apologize to Renea for giving her so much backstory trauma.
He is truly
Okay,
a
so
You were wanting the
chaos
description.
god.
yeah, descriptions of them, so Ada knows who to look for.
All right. Let's see here. Marcus is a young man of about 17. Long-ish shoulder length, I would say. Brown, slicky hair. A bit of a goatee, a little bit of a trim there, peach fuzz. Normally dresses in white robes with a trim of gold and green. He has a bit of flair with the ice magic of sorts. Often set up with a satchel on each side. Boots are rimmed in steel, as is appropriate. You don't really want to drop any of your conjured animals or the like on your foot. That is not fun. Anyways, yes, Marcus, strapping young man. Anyways, from there you have Jillian. Let's see here, bringing up her handout for her description. She's a bit of an odd one. Don't really know of any of her kind. Half-elf maybe? I don't really know. Elven features, elven ears, paler skin though, bit of a freckles on the face, red ginger hair, fair skin, often dresses in clothing not normal for the Arca Nostra, simple furs and leathers, um, grays, browns, whites, things like that. They have a belt. It seems to be gilded in some form of leaf. So maybe one of the Swift Elves, maybe? I don't really know. They're weird. They came to us recently.
Well, thank you for your help. Ada looks down at the nameplate I hope they have on their desk.
They do, however, it says, let's see here. Where are you? Is it? No, it's not you. It's not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. No. No. Nope. Nope. I mean, I know you're Mibs, but you're not. That's not you. Nope, not you. Where is the head person here?
Legend has it, it's not any of them.
Oh no, that's why the nameplate's not there. There is a nameplate. It's blank because she took her name from it, and Mibs never put his name in.
Ada was told their name at one point, right?
Yeah, you were told about him.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys asked.
Out of character, I forgot. Thank you, Mips.
Yeah,
Their
no problem.
ranking is
Mibs?
no, the student.
Oh, the student. They are a garnet.
Thank you. And Ada is going to go find Marcus and Jillian.
All right. Moving back into the chamber that you first entered into to, go look at students, you would see them still there working on their projects. You would see, per the description, the relatively normal-looking man of Marcus is working on a project. Seems to be a device made of crystal that's nearly blue. Jillian, however, is working on what appears to be a small locket.
Okay. How much influence do I have over lower tiers?
Consider yourself a senior, and they are freshmen.
Okay.
However,
Not
it's
as
not
much
it's
as I
not it's
thought.
not like,
Not official, but like a cultural thing.
yeah, it's a cultural thing where you do have influence. Um, think of it kind of like you're joining a fraternity. The older members, they will play pranks on you because they know the ins and outs. So they
Okay.
yeah, they can get the
How
students to do stuff.
close are they together?
They're about 3 tables away from each other. It's like effectively looking at a room that's like circling around the main center where the podium is in, where the teacher is located. Oh, the teacher's
Okay.
not there, and they're like one for Marcus, and then Jillian in the doorways here. Although there's a few doors over here and over here, and windows up here.
Ada is going to go tap Marcus on the shoulder and motion for him to follow him to not disturb the other students. And we'll go do the same thing for Jillian.
All right, here is Marcus.
Marcus.
Oh, yes.
The absolute size of that lad.
He's
80 feet tall.
he's medium. Oh, fine. I'll put his freaking token down. Find his
Son of a
token.
god damn it.
Lost Fable tokens
Fucking
base. I mean,
Wait,
I'm
you have-
showing off the handout.
man.
You actually have tokens for these guys too?
Yes, you guys might be able to hire some people.
He doesn't know if we want to hire, murder, pay off,
Where are you, Marcus?
Use the same token for every commoner, truthfully.
Various other activities.
various. Oh no.
I mean,
All right. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna drop it from this. All right, Marcus, where are you?
just kidding, Sage. You can keep the handouts.
Now it's too late. I'm already in here. I'm already here. There you go. Have Marcus. Look what you've done. There's the handout. All right. Now for Jillian. Where is her handout? Da, da, da.
Do they have a pet dinosaur, Sage?
No.
I mean, you have Ixen.
Yeah, I was
So
referencing
not
a past campaign of an NPC named Jillian.
Yeah. All right, there's their handout. All right. Munon, yeah, he was asking what was going on. So
Are either of you working on? If neither of you are working on projects that you need completed, I have a job for you.
here we go. What kind of job?
Just two things really. A cloak to make me look fashy when I make an entrance, and some weapon enchantments on my sword. And she'll pull out her celestial bronze Tonto.
What kind of enchantments on the sword?
Ah. Ooh, I have Lord Magical Enchantment Sage. I don't. I just closed the sheet. Something to make it hit harder, maybe a little bit sharper.
Do you have any reagents, or are we supposed to gather that
Yes,
ourselves?
I do have reagents for you to use. And I will gladly pay you in gold and a few reagents for your trouble.
All right. I'll take the cloak. You take the weapon. Sure.
So I'm going to hand over 2 of my 3 very rare reagents.
All right. Very good. Very good.
That is for the items to be made. I'm going to hand them each both 1 uncommon reagent out of my 5. That is for a little upfront payment. And
Sure.
what's the standard payment for?
Well, first off, what are the actual effects you're wanting? Because I need that before I can give you advice.
Okay. So I'm either looking to make my Celestial Bronze Tonto like +1 or like Keen, maybe some ice.
Oh, which one of those are you wanting? Because there are 3 different enchantments.
In priority, probably +1, then Keen, then ice.
All right. Let's see here.
I know I'm probably not gonna get all +3, but hey.
All right. Are they the air quote superior reagents that are just can be whatever, or are they actually listed as what they have control over?
You said we were gonna go over what they were, but you never did, so they're currently up in the air.
All right, then they're up in the air. They're free reagents. So you have how many? You said.
In total, I have 3 very rare reagents and 5 uncommon reagents.
All right. And are you paying them in the uncommon or?
I'm hoping for them to enchant with the very rare, and I'm going to pay them with the rest of my uncommon and some gold for their
Gotcha. All right. So in that case, you're indeed able to get a keen enchantment with one of the very rares. You're able to get. Let me go up to Arcana. Let's see here.
Wait, actually, my bronze Tonto is already fine, I think, with the
That stacks.
+1 attack. It stacks?
Keen and the deadly, or yeah, not deadly.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't have the deadly. It has the +1 to
Oh,
hit.
so you're not worried about the +1 weapon.
Yeah, I think I'll be good on that.
All right. So in that case, you're wanting the damage then. the fire damage or the cold damage.
Ace, yeah.
All right. So keen, that'll be one of your very rares, and the cold damage. How potent are you looking for? You want to just get the most potent you can?
Like if I can, maybe around like a D6.
So a D6 less than your most potent. Your most potent is a D8, so or a 2D4 if you prefer a 2D4. But I can go to D6 if you prefer.
Let's go to the 2D4.
All right. So that means that you're taking 2 of those, which means you're providing the reagent, so that is going to reduce that value. Which means we are looking at here, which means we are looking at that, and then we're adding an additional that for that enchantment, and then all right, base gold cost for the item. Let me just grab the weapon for you. Wait, you're just enchanting it. Yeah, what am I doing? That means you're looking at an enchantment cost of 1,757.
Can I get those numbers on Discord?
Yes.
Okay. And that's just for the sword?
That's just for the sword.
Cool.
And that is to make it a keen D2D4 cold damage weapon.
Sweet.
And keen specifically gives it 1920.
And that just leaves the cloak for payment.
Yep. And what enchantment did you want on the cloak?
The closest thing I can find for it is like maybe glamour. I just want it to be able to like look really flashy when I make an entrance. It's a vain item.
No, that's just a simple item then.
It's with breeze on it.
Yeah, effectively. Let's see here. All right, with that, and you're wanting it to be like spectral fire, or
Yeah, I don't want like any mechanics from the fire as much as it's pretty.
gotcha. All right, you are providing the reagent required for that, so that means you're looking at 140 gold.
Okay, 140 gold for the cloak. Demo show sword.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So the one uncommon reagent for the cloak plus the 140 gold, and then the 2 very rare reagents plus the gold listed there for the sword, and whatever else you want to provide them.
Okay. So in total, I am spending 3 uncommons, I guess, and 1 very rare. Is because it's only uncommon needed for the cloak, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they each get an uncommon for upfront payment.
Very good, very good.
And they got their reagents. How long is this going to take them?
Let's see here. Sword will take 20 days. And the cloak will take 2 days.
Well, aspiring artists need to get paid too.
Oh, there you go. All right, let's see here. Enchanting celestial bronze sword with keen and 2d4 cold damage. 20 days. Paid. Enchanting cloak with spectral breeze and fire. 2 days. Paid. For Ada. Alright, there we go. Blapped. It's been blapped. It's happened. We're set. And I just need to add that to my calendar for terms of when they're finished, but yep, good there.
And if you do a good enough job, you may be able to get some work for my family in the future.
That'd certainly be appreciated. You know, I'll try my best. Aye, I'll see to it that the sword is quite sharp and has a cold touch to it.
It'll give a nod, and they are probably the person around who has the most knowledge of magical enchantments, right?
You?
Because I have lore and magical enchantment.
You're probably the most knowledgeable here, yeah, because everyone else is up in Troubadour.
Okay, Ada's going to help the new apprentices, Garnet people, with a few tutoring stuff
All
for
right,
a couple hours for the day.
excellent. So that's your day, Ben. All right, so
Yep,
day one
that's right.
has been set for the most part. Back to the group down here with the traveling merchant. Did you have anything else you would like to do for the day?
Not for the day.
Do we
Yes.
have time to check the other shops?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
let's do that
Well,
then.
Yeah, well then, yeah, I mean, no reason not to very least go check out the magic shop.
All right. Which shop would you like to check?
Me personally, the silver cloak.
Yeah, that seems the most promising.
All right. Heading to the Silver Cloak. Just grab you guys and Chucky Ducky you guys up there. Making your way back down into the city proper, across the bridge, the Merchants District, you would find the building indicated. The sign out front is that of a billowing cloak that seems to gleam within the sunlight, a vibrant white light. Pushing in through the door, which is gilded in silver, you'd find that the building itself is actually quite large inside. You believe that there's some form of extra-dimensional enchantment within this building. Sitting behind a counter, you would see a peculiar fella, or a peculiar lass, because she is a girl. Let me go grab her handout. Calabash Settlements, Sonata. Where are you? Ariana. Here we go. This woman before you is dressed in a fine gown of black and white with trimming of reds and golds. Most interesting, however, is her eyes. One is golden and one is a deep set red. She has black hair and no, that's her
Would
handout.
Renea recognize her as an Asmar?
She definitely has some form of otherworldly blood within her.
Desho's eyes are golden, and he's the only person he's ever known about with golden eyes.
But yes, as you enter, she would kind of sit up from her chair. Ah, welcome. Please come in. What can old Ariana get you this fine day?
Howdy, miss. I was told that you were fairly good with enchanting things.
Aye, you were told correctly.
I don't know about my patriots here, but I am looking to increase the potency of the one enchantment on my poncho here, as well as maybe add on a few more. Maybe get I think the spell's name is Catnap. Put onto my hat.
Some other basic enchantments there. All right. Anything specific for your poncho?
If at all possible, something to keep me warm. I know it's getting colder up here up north. Any elemental resistances, I assume those can start to stack up and get pretty pricey though, but at the very least, acid.
So, in resistance to acid and the acclimation towards cold environments, then.
Then maybe bumping up from +1 to a +2 without without knowing any better term for it.
All right. This will cost you a pretty penny. I hope you have the coin ready.
Ready at the moment? Depending, I should. If not, I can return tomorrow.
All right.
I do have a fire lily for the acclamation cold enchantment.
John always has his money ready.
What about the other chat? I wrote down some. Oh, well, also maybe something that can make me a little sneakier, I suppose. Is always handy.
In addition to the other enchantments on your poncho.
Yes, please.
All right. In that case, the enchantments are going to run you. It is already +1.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
it is.
Let's see here. +1 is normally how much? Because that will reduce its cost. All right. T300. All right. All right. For all enchantments combined, that will run 4,415 gold.
Well, we just came into like 6,000 gold, or will tomorrow, so.
Crazy.
Well, then you
How do
certainly have the
you-
funds.
You could put it on layaway.
How do you feel about a bit of a cleaner price? Of 4,000.
Roll persuasion.
Would this have been within the hour? I'm really hoping so.
If not, Renee can cast it again. She has warlock spell slots. She can cast that spell all day.
True,
Let
but
me see.
this is an afterthought.
Yeah. You
I mean,
need,
Renee would do it if the spell had ran out.
That's
let's
also
see
fair.
here. Let's see. I don't think it's going to take you an hour to travel all that way. I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah.
Is the town to scale, actually? I wonder.
It is. 1,100 feet.
So
Yeah,
small.
no, it's not going to be that bad. All right. You would still have the benefit. Yeah. It has not been an hour at this point in time.
Oh, wonderful. And my
That's
dad
everyone's
just
portion,
brought
Brayden.
me ribs. He's a god.
Hi, Wes.
2d20. Keep high 1. Plus 9 for that beautiful persuasion. About this time. Oh, 26.
All right, at 26. And even 4,000.
Keeping
Alright.
it a simple number.
A standard processing fee. Or a standard rate, that is. Yes? Or do you prefer a hasted product?
That depends. How long would all this take?
Go grab this. Major rare rares are traditionally... Major very rare. Here we go. 28 man hours, which means they traditionally take... this would take me 26 days to enchant, at a traditional rate. I, of course, could enchant it faster. Let's see here. Let's see, we time that, and then we divide it by this, because she can enchant faster, because she is Master Crafter. I can finish it within 8 days if you'd like to put it on priority, but that would cost additional.
How much additional?
Let's see here. To draw my focus away from other products, that will be an additional 500 gold.
Yes, me, that's a fine price to pay.
Alright. Well then. If you have the coin, then I can set this up right away.
I'm looking at it.
Total of 4,500 gold for the enchantment
Yes.
and the hasted crafting process.
Yes, yes. That is a small price to pay, if you ask me. Now, in the way of getting this started now, with y'all, since I would be able to pay y'all, do any of y'all have about 119 platinum?
Well, what about half now and half in a few days once you get the rest of the coin back from.
How do you feel about that, miss? I will be doing a large trade very soon.
Well, for such a large trade, I will of course require a contract if you wish to put a half down payment now. A standard process, of course.
I'm absolutely willing to.
All right. In that case, she will pull out a contract from a drawer within her counter, and she will place it before you, a pen in front as well. And I do mean a pen.
As the smallest of flexes, I will take out my own pen.
I see you are well traveled. She'll pull her pen back.
From Aether Storm, miss.
Wonderful place.
I do enjoy it.
Is this Deshow's kid?
The show?
The
No.
show's kid lives in. No, the show doesn't have a kid yet.
Unless the show shacked up with a tiefling, then no. Because they're half tiefling, half Asmar.
That's
It's Renee and
badass, by the
Cal's
way.
child from the future alternate timeline.
God damn it.
No,
We're
yeah.
going full Fire Emblem now.
Hey, as Renee can attest, tieflings are very nice people.
I will
Alright, do you sign
sign
it?
all of the papers and hand over the 220 plat. Yes.
Very
No.
good. 225 is what you're given.
225, yes. The 225 platinum.
Yep, very good. She'll take the coinage. Alright. And she'll stamp the document, and then she will grab it and cast a spell as she duplicates it and hands you the duplicate.
Thank you. And I will take off my hat and poncho. And at first, kinda hesitantly, but hand them over to her.
Excellent.
I have a question. Do you have
Yes.
a surgeon's kit?
A surgeon's kit. Let's see here. I'm assuming of magical nature, not a basic surgeon's kit.
Yeah, of magical nature. One that replenishes its supplies.
I do have a rather basic one. Yes. Let's just remove the price adjustments real quick so we can get you the actual value. It runs for 312 gold.
And what's the benefit it provides from the meta perspective?
Meta perspective, mechanic-wise, after every long rest replenishes 5 charges.
Oh, yeah. Renee will buy that.
All right.
350, you said?
Yeah, 312.
312. Okay. Yeah, she'll just pay that straight up.
Yep, and you have acquired a common surgeon's. What's the word for it again? I'm blanking. Common surgeon's powers or something like that. I don't have it in front of me, so
Yeah.
very good. Anything else you might have interest in?
She would have asked someone at some point about the radiant crystals and be told the temple.
Yeah.
Wherever she picked up her cold, so maybe it was her, maybe it wasn't.
You probably picked up your cold crystals from the Arca Nostra, who then told you to go to the temple.
I think that's it for Renea, because that guy sounded like he'd be able to find a shield. So yeah, that's it for Renea. She's going to bid the others farewell and head off towards the temple.
All right. Very good, very good. Anything else?
Would you happen to have a stronger arcane focus?
It depends on what you mean by stronger. Is there a
Um,
particular enchantment you have in mind?
Specifically more towards the Eldritch arts, just to either make it more accurate, more likely to hit, or to hit harder, either or both.
Ah, a basic enchantment then, nothing of the more specialized variety.
No, fairly basic, just enhancing the abilities that are already there.
Alright, I do have a few of those, yes. They run for 632 gold.
Do you have any how much would the mid-tier strength ones cost?
Those ones run for 3,462 gold.
I think I will take one of the mid-tier ones.
Alright, let's see here. She will begin standing up and moving into the back part of her shop. Begin searching some of the shelves. No, no, no. Ah, there we are. I shall procure a small instrument, a wand of blackened wood, and she'll head on back towards the counter, and she'll place the wand upon the counter. This here is a blackthorn wand, a potent object. Out of character, it is a +2 uh, spellcaster's focus, but it also works as a +2 wand.
This looks perfect, actually. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah. Effectively, in terms of mechanics, if you're making a spell attack roll, you get a +2 to attack and +2 to the damage. Um, Regardless if you're spending focus charges. And then all the normal stuff for a wand applies.
Which is perfect for someone who Eldritch blasts almost exclusively.
Yep.
All of the time.
That's a +4 damage per turn, soon to be +6.
There you are. Any other items that might interest you in?
That will be all for me.
Very good. Then feel free to browse. Um, we are open for a few hours more. Otherwise, hope you enjoy the items that you have purchased. And, as you look outwards, of course, your companion, the item will be done within 8 days. So come back on the 1st.
All right.
Will do, miss. Thank you kindly.
She'll have a nod. Anything else you would like to do for the day?
Renee is going to the temple, and she's going to eventually have Minerva reach her hometown and want to talk there. That's all I want to do left on this day.
In that
Just stay with
case,
shopping day, then Desho doesn't
yep.
want to do anything else.
Shopping day, shopping day. We're gonna do some things that I know that were wanting to be happen, but I actually didn't get to in terms of like RP chat. Floofster, you wanted to look at rumors within the tavern.
That I do.
All right. While performing in the tavern, as I believe that was your plan, correct?
Mhm.
You would have
Yes.
overheard a few conversations. Specifically, let's see here. You would have heard about a strange maze north of your current location, within the reaches of the plains of Narvost, kind of at the edge of the mountains there. This place, it's said to have a dungeon labyrinth of sorts within the foothills there. Inside of it, there's a secreted away a grand treasure, a temple to Nephis, and perhaps an artifact of this god of magic. Um, you would overhear some of the adventurers who were talking about this saying that they have attempted to go through it, but the the um, the trials and challenges within were too much, and they had to fall back. Um, they even lost Fred,
Not
and then
Fred.
they do like a little
Not
rest in
Fred.
peace symbol thing. So
All right. Did they say anything specifically about like what kind of trials were down there?
they spoke mostly of traps, puzzles, a few challenges, things like you've seen Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
kind of like the third one's challenges with the where they go to the Holy Grail, where they had to like pass through certain areas.
All right.
Yeah, but it didn't really speak too much on monsters, although they did mention a few, most of which were traditional dungeon aberrations and the like, a few minotaurs too. Um, those minotaurs, however, seem to be a bit more uh, infused, not like those from the northeast, because minotaurs are actually a playable race, so they're
All
not,
right. Cool.
yeah. That is the first rumor you would have heard. You would also have heard, let's see here, where are my other ones? Apparently, some people in town have been speaking of some weird smells coming from the graveyard within um, the city, next to the woven tapestry. Specifically, one of the mausoleums in the back. There's been a gentle, ever so gentle increase in the smell, but it has been getting worse and worse. At first, it was nice. It was like a faint smell of mint, but now it's getting thicker and thicker and smelling more of death and decay mixed with this mint.
Minty.
Minty death.
Yeah. So that is
That's the
another
name
one
of
that
my
you would have
metal
heard.
band.
Let's see here. You have two more that I need to go through. Where is this one? All right. It is said that the court jester within Troubadour uh, did a particularly heinous act, a depiction of the queen and the king in uh, their their performance. That, while quite hilarious in terms of what the others thought, um, needless to say, the jester is imprisoned at this point in time, and the court has been sworn to secrecy. But that hasn't stopped the gossip of describing these antics that this jester went on through, most of which are things best left unsaid in terms of like being on stream and all that. But yeah,
In terms of Twitch TOS.
yes, effectively fade to black stuff. Whether it's sexual or not, it's not really relevant for us. But you can let your imagination run wild because that's the intention here.
Well,
Oh.
Yeah.
How wild.
Yeah. Um, that is one of them as well. And then let's see here. Where's the last one? Roll me a perception check.
All right.
I want to see if you can actually get any additional ones, because I kind of want to give you one more.
All right.
Oof. All right. Well,
Wow.
you would have heard some of the guards, some of those who were traveling here, delivering a message from the seems of it, who were just on break, like spending time in the tavern, having their drinks. Speaking of some weird going-ons up next to Skywatch Castle, they are speaking on what appears to be a monster within the marshes, or maybe a witch or something. No one who's entered the marshes up there has returned. and they've actually been sent this way to go and find some people to perhaps petition the count of the city to send a group that way. In terms of any additional information in that specific rumor, let's see here. It also seems to mention some recent additions to the castle of Skyhold. A vagrant knight, as well as a strange farm boy.
He was never a farmer, he was a hunter.
Yeah, but you're a commoner, and you're dealing with like knights and stuff.
Prejudice.
Let me see here. I was just making sure that is accurate. They would have been speaking on how, just like from context cues and whatnot, you would have gotten that this was something that happened maybe 4-5 days ago.
All right. Thank you. Well, I haven't quite found the rumors that I'm looking for. I wonder if I found another tavern, maybe one a little bit seedier or something like that, if I could find.
Indeed. All right. Heading
Something
out and away from the Dragon's Hearth and looking more into the industrial district, or perhaps the slums you might be interested in. Which one?
Let's go to the district.
Which one?
They're not.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see here. Entering into the tavern known as the Pineholt Soul, which is spelt. Just go and put another one of these things visible for you guys. Where is it? DM view. Which one? Object layer. There you are. All right. Kind of in the back alleys, you would find the Pineholt Soul, a particularly enclosed tavern that seems to be relatively simple. As you enter, the place already was pretty quiet. Not a lot of talking going on in there. Mostly just a few people drinking. One guy passed out at the bar, and the barkeep, a relatively burly man, bald, a green skin as they are a half orc, and with one large tusk sticking out from the right side of their face.
Alright, I'm gonna.
What do you want? The bartender
I
would
was
say as you
hoping
enter.
I could play for some coin.
I'll walk around the tavern. I mean, there's like 3 guys here, and one of them is asleep.
Well, then perhaps
He
a
will.
lullaby?
He will.
That's a lullaby.
That's not how I'd make. He will flash something in your direction. What languages do you speak?
Let me pull up my.
Common,
see,
feline,
I'm-
and
Common, feline, and scree, and then I also know thieves' cant.
All right. In Thieves' Cant, he would say, "You in the right place, miss."
Alright. I'm going to smile and nod and say, thank you. I'm wondering if you could tell me anything about the
In
Thieves
Thieves'
Guild. In Thieves' Cant. I should know.
You'll kind of lean down, returning in Thieves' Cant. New to town, eh?
Just passing through.
Hmm.
Planning on staying a few days.
Well, the swallows here. We walk through the town. Besides our district. Now, if you want to do any business around town, any filchings or any heists or the like, you go through us.
All right. Well, can I get a list of places that I should avoid finding business with?
What business we talking here? Like, are you saying you want to us like a list of places you should not do a heist at, or are you looking for a place that you
Yeah.
should? Okay.
I'm thinking places that I should avoid heisting, avoid finding my. I would like to avoid stepping on any toes.
Well, you're gonna step on toes if you try to steal from anywhere within the slums here. Um, Now, best to avoid any attempts within the. Let me go scroll on over here. Within the Temple District, those lots don't like it when we mess within their business. Now, that's not saying that it'll be messing on our toes so much as your toes will be cut off, probably. You don't want that. I'm not even sure if you have toes, but your fur will be cut off.
I wiggle my toes in my boots and, say, no, I'd like to keep what toes I do have.
Right. Well, other than that, steer clear of the Market District. That's our turf. The slums we protect. The market is ours. Rest. You might have some trouble, but you won't be actively stepping on our toes.
Alright.
Just,
Thank you, that is exactly what information I'm looking for.
you see any cloaked individuals who might be acting shifty, let them do their thing. Don't interfere.
You've got it. I'll be sure to keep my nose where it belongs.
Good. Like staying for a drink, or yeah?
So, in common, I ask, what kind of whiskey do you have on hand?
I got whiskey. Do you have just a bottle of whiskey? He'll look at a bottle on the shelf. It just says whiskey. That's all the label says. And it looks like it was like plastered on, like someone like took a piece of parchment and then just like plastered it on with like some glue. And then yeah. And it's like scribbled. The name whiskey.
Alright. I'll order a shot of that.
Alright. I'll be 2 silver. I'll pull the bottle down, uncork it. Or twist off the top end. Pour a shot. Yeah.
Alright. I take my shot and from there I'm gonna leave.
Alright, very good.
Let's see, I'm gonna avoid the market district or any temple districts. Where else could I go that would be a good place?
Well, he didn't say anything about the northern residential district, the southern residential district, the industrial district, or the guilds district. Or actually the noble district, but I mean, do that at your own peril. Same with the guilds district, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, you have a few, areas, so
Sorry.
it's all good.
What's that structure in the center of town, Sage? Is that a monument or an arena?
This?
Yeah.
That is the Solar Ring. It is a arena, coliseum, and auditorium designed for musical and martial combat. This is one of those arenas where you can challenge someone for nobility. So, you know, you can magically
None
duel
of you
someone
get any
and gain
ideas.
nobility.
So if you beat a noble in a duel, you become a noble.
No, no,
So,
no.
so
You
okay.
can challenge. You can.
I was absolutely about to, like, in character, go to Paul. So you're telling me I could threaten to shoot you inside of a ring and become a noble?
So if you
I
threaten to
think
shoot me,
Renea
I'd kill you.
could beat Ada
Oh, I
if
mean,
it's
that's
just
fair.
Ada.
It's threat to a threat.
So Kalbesh, as stated on the country's page on World Anvil, is a country focused heavily towards the magic and martial aspects, specifically musical magic. Um, to gain nobility, one can do the standard stuff of like be knighted or whatnot, all that normal medieval knighting ceremonies and all that nobility stuff, heredity and all that. But certain acts of valor on the field of battle. However, one that is not normal is during the Battle of the Bands. These um, musical performances, the band or the individual who is particularly skilled in the musical arts can achieve nobility. There are also a few other ways, like in the Solar Ring, through the martial combat, as they do accept particularly skilled warriors within their ranks. But yes, magical performances and the like are heavily watched and encouraged here, which is
Out of
why this
character
place is a
question.
country of bards. Yeah.
In like Aether Storm and such, are there
You cut off.
electric instruments? Damn it! Is my ping on the roof?
Electric
Yes,
instruments
it
in
is.
Aetherstorm.
Okay.
Yes, but only because of Kalbesh and people from Aetherstorm bringing them from Kalbesh to there.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, Kalbesh is the creator of the electric guitar and other electrified instruments. Although they're
Excellent.
technically called something else. It's on the Kalbesh page specifically, but let's see here. I'm just going to grab it real quick.
My backup character is going to be David Bowie.
Let's see here.
Wasn't that basically your first character?
No, David Bowie's not a snake.
Bowie is not a snake.
Great quotes, great quotes, great
The
quotes.
Arcana
I'm already doing it.
Instrumentum. That is what they're called.
Arcana Instrumentum.
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay. I just had to make sure.
Alright, so,
Okay. You've got
actually, before I leave this tavern, I would actually
How do
like
you
to
spell
ask
Bowie?
one more thing.
it. Just Google it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know any noodle shops in this city? Anything?
Noodles.
Noodles.
Mean. Yeah, we got some pasta down at Cliff's place.
Alright, where would I find that?
Down the street, third alley, knock on the iron door 3 times and say, Gorn sent you.
Alright, I'm gonna nod and stand up and say thank you, I appreciate that.
Mm.
And I'm going to go over to his place and
Alright.
go find that.
Moving
Go
on
find that.
through, you would find a relatively simple-looking building that's somewhat run down. Looks like might be a druggie's den, in fact. You do find the iron door, though.
Alright, I am going to knock on it 3 times.
All right, you would see a little eye slit slide open, and you see 2 piercing red eyes poke through from the entrance. Mm.
Hello there! Cliff sent me!
No, this is Cliff's place he went to.
What's his name?
I don't remember the bartender's name. I thought you were talking
What was
about
his name?
place.
I completely forgot. Out of character, I completely
You literally were just told that, so I'll tell you. But
I know.
that's so
I
sad.
know, I'm sorry. I like
Uh,
completely.
Gorn.
Corn?
Gorn, Gorn.
Gorn. Alright, hello! Gorn sent me. I heard you have excellent noodles.
The metal slide will shut closed. The door will open. Inside, you will see a very large, like Arnold Schwarzenegger level, muscle-bound tiefling, dressed in a suit that does not fit them. You can actually see the seams are like sprouting out at the shoulder in the where the arms meet the chest. Kind of just stands to the side and points inward. Mm.
I walk in and take a look around.
All right. The entryway looks fairly simple. It's just like a simple corridor, rusty-looking floor, run-down walls, a few paintings that are like hanging loosely that seem to depict basic scenes of a countryside. However, at the far end of this corridor, um, there is a small stairwell that leads up to your immediate left, but at the far end of it, which is where he's pointing you towards, there is a simple door with beads of browns and tans in front of it.
I'm gonna walk towards that way.
All right. Moving through that door, um, opening it up, you enter into what appears to be a fine dining area, like upper class level stuff. Think it like Italian restaurant, um, 5-star area.
Oh, I spilled.
Like it definitely looks like a mafia's den, is what you just entered into.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I hope this pasta is
Congratulations,
amazing.
You would see that there is another tiefling waiting at the counter, dressed in a fine sequined black dress, dark purple lipstick, hair tied into a bun with a pair of sticks kind of twisting it in, and she would smile as you entered. Seating for one.
Yes, please.
Come this way. And she'll lead you into the restaurant.
All right.
So
I
you
can
just
make
came
the
into a
note. I'm
restaurant that
trying
is
to be on
is
best behavior.
is high quality and gang ran. So um things are gonna happen. Yeah.
Incredible.
While that's happening though, and you are gonna be needing to spend a lot of money unless you want her to skip on the tab, which I recommend you don't. But yeah, you're spending 50 gold on the food.
All right.
And that's
Damn.
assuming you get the non-magical food. Because they do offer magical food.
What kind of magical food do they offer?
Well,
the non-magical food costs 50 gold. How much does the magical
Sage?
food cost?
We
Yeah.
need you to make us a full menu and send it to us.
All of us. We're all
You
going.
think he doesn't already?
Jesus Christ. All right, let's see
What
here.
kind of magical food do they have? As far as...
All right, they seem to have what appears to be. Where is this? It's freaking. There it is. All right. Let's see here. They seem to have a tortelloni. It seems to be infused with the magical energies of the hero's feast. This one is particularly expensive. In fact, it seems to have a potent lasting effect. It seems to last throughout several days. This one runs for, what was it again? 3,000 gold. That is the first one that comes to your mind that looks pretty expensive. The most expensive, however, appears to be a where is it? I'm freaking blind. 26,000.
I should ask. Is there anything on that menu that looks on it?
You cut off a bit there.
Is there anything on that menu that looks like it might have souls in it or anything like that? I feel like this is probably the one place that I might even find something like that.
Funny you say that. A few of there's actually an entire section.
Incredible!
Yeah. Looking around, you do find a section noticed as soul food. Beneath it, you do not actually see soul food. You see more like Italian food, such as like spaghetti, meatballs, linguine, tortelloni, fettuccine, things like that.
Ooh.
Like Italian.
How
Soul
much will they-
food.
how much do those
And
run?
it has noodles.
Those ones range from the cheapest being 500 gold for the cheapest.
All right.
And that one seems to be just like an appetizer bread box.
All right. How much is that fettuccine?
The soul food or the normal one?
Soul food.
All right,
The
fettuccine.
soul, the soul fettuccine or the normal fettuccine, man. There's a large price
Soul
difference.
fettuccine.
All right. For that one, you're looking at 6,000 gold.
Half.
That is a lot. I'm going to ask for the bread box. that...
Okay.
Oh, is there anything like in between there? Like as
Yeah.
far as like not quite like
Yeah, you can get a basic
that.
spaghetti. Yeah.
All right.
A basic spaghetti will run you 800 gold.
All right.
Assuming you're wanting the soul one.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, 800 gold.
All right. I will order the spaghetti.
Excellent. All right.
The soul spaghetti.
So, acquiring your soul food after only a brief waiting period, about 15 minutes or so, you are overjoyed to see a familiar and smell a familiar sight, or see a familiar sight and smell a familiar smell, as you see before you a platter of icy blue noodles with a red sauce.
I am so excited.
Your drug addict mind is like, yes, fix it.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna eat it
Blood, isn't it?
excitedly, but as politely as I possibly
So
can.
I do need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, because it has been been a couple days since you've had any.
Right.
You know, I really wish Minerva was following you right now instead of
Yeah,
on
that
her
me
way
too.
back to Renee's home.
Can the lineman get any worse than chaotic evil?
Oh, I got it exactly a +0 on that. Let's see how we do.
Can it
You
say?
All
can
right.
push further into evil.
Answer the question, can it say?
Right now, she's kind of on the border of chaotic evil. Now they're slipping further.
Super chaotic evil?
All right. So,
Oh lord.
Chaotic super evil.
you're not exactly a clean eater. In fact, I'm gonna need another 500 gold as you're buying that bread box.
That's fair.
You need some leftovers for later.
Is that sauce blood, though? You said it was red.
It's marinara adjacent.
Adjacent.
Adjacent? Well, what does that even mean? Hold on.
I'm rolling an insight check on Sage.
Does this kind of like the today's sauce is yesterday's loss?
Stop. I hate that so much.
All right. So yeah, you have successfully satisfied your cravings. In fact, you now have 5 breadsticks, which will work as a ration, which you can then consume and satisfy the craving for that day.
5
Awesome.
soul rations.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. So.
Are you saying that you yourself, Max, have a +6 to wisdom?
Oh, no, I was just rolling Inside as Paul against the DM.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm
While
gonna have
that
to roll at
was
disadvantage if it's against the DM.
while that was happening, the remainder of the day goes by with your shopping and all that good stuff, all the stuff we did the initial bit for. The next day comes in, and
Renee was going to visit the temple that day
that is true. That is
and
true.
speak with her family.
That is indeed true. So, let's see here. I forgot about that. There you are. Moving on up to the temple. Moving on up, you would see the door is closed. Looks to be, well, you do see the sights of the shining stained glass and all that good stuff there. It is a beautiful structure. As you do cross by the graveyard, you see a statue of what appears to be a Reaper. Just
Like the one from Dwindle A.
Not that kind.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks to be a robed figure with a scythe. Yeah. Not like a Grim Reaper. You don't actually see any bones or anything like that. Yeah, you would see the door before you. It's closed.
Renee will walk up, kind of looking around at the extravagance, a little overwhelmed, and she'll knock on the door.
All right, knocking on the door. A moment passes. Another moment. A third moment, and you begin to hear footsteps approaching. The door opens to reveal Mirda. You've not met her, but you know. Look at that handout. Whoa! This elven woman with a rainbow shawl, halberd attached to her back via a strapping, what appears to be a fine, light kind of steel armor or the like, maybe mithril, and a chain shirt beneath the shawl stands before you. Long, flowing, brownish auburn hair. Smile on her face. Inside, you can see behind her all the extravagance of like the statuaries. That looks like again a hoarder's palace, but like artistically set. So it's nice. Does look like they have a lot of
She's
stuff.
taller than Renea.
Oh yeah, yeah. Renee's really short, right?
Yeah, she's 5 foot.
Yeah, that's shorter than most elves. Most elves are about 5'5", so like minimum. Yeah, she's about what was it again? 6'3", I think. Yeah, 6'3". But she would give a smile. Hmm. Oh, can I help you?
I had some questions for someone who's kind of in charge around here.
Well, you've come to the right place. I am the current archpriest here. Ah, do come in.
Thank you.
All right. Now then, what is on your mind?
Two things. I'm looking for an arcane focus, like for a staff, but aligned with radiant energies.
Ah, looking for more of the divine crystals then. Well, that is something we do carry here. Let's see. Are you openly carrying the symbol of Hestia?
She has an amulet around her neck.
All right. Interesting.
Interesting.
Second time I've seen that symbol today.
Oh yeah, Ada did come here earlier to exorcise a demon.
That they did. That they did indeed.
Renee is gonna roll insight on that.
I'll roll my deception. No, it's not actually deceiving you, but it is. Yeah.
I was about to say I wouldn't roll shit. Nah, that's absolute truth.
Actually, I'll make it persuasion.
Don't make a persuasion.
Let's see here. What's your persuasion bonus?
Let me guess, she's a paladin, so it's high.
Oh, I rolled horrible. There's more to it than what she's letting on. It's not just it was not purely exercising that demon.
The demon of horniness, perhaps.
Where's the bat? Where's the bat?
Yeah, that was another question actually. Have you ever heard of someone being branded like that, like Ada is?
Well, it's happened in the past before, when people were brought back from the brink. Or when they are gripped from perdition and ripped to our plane.
Perdition.
A plane in between here and the afterlife. Some call it the River of Souls, some call it Purgatory. It has many names.
After they pass beyond that, that's why revival spells stop working.
Indeed. At that
So
point, a stronger spell would be required, as at that point you are
gentle.
traveling from planes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Of course, perdition in this case is nowhere near a simple minute. Could even be days stuck in there for the subject. Although it might not remember any of it. They might just think they were there for a few seconds.
Yeah, it seemed that way for Ada when I brought her back.
It is often the case. Only those particularly tied to death really get a view of that plane. Or those who have uh, nearly passed but are still alive.
The crystals.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. I have a box over here. She'll move through gingerly from the main hall here and move into one of the side rooms where she would looks to be a storage room if you follow her, but she would pick up a box, kind of open it up a bit. No, not that one. Ah, this one. Here we go. And she will return with a box. How many were you interested in?
Two of them.
All right. So open the box. You'll see a box is full of these things, and she'll procure two, and she'll hand them to you. It'll be 120 gold.
Renee will hand over the gold.
Excellent. She'll just put the gold in the box and close it. There we are. May they serve you well.
Thank you. I do have another question.
Yes.
Something strange happened to me a few days ago. Do you know much about people suddenly being infused with divine power or angelkin?
I haven't really. I mean, there's stories of such, but not really anything recent. Not since the devastation on the eastern continent.
Do you know anything about that? It was a divine fragment of some god, right? Most falling stars are, aren't they?
Well, I have not been able to study it up close. All we really able to figure out is that something from the stars fell and slammed down here.
Have you heard any stories about like a halo appearing above a mortal's head and power, radiant energy filling their body?
I mean, sounds less like a mortal and more like an angel. Um, Perhaps the mortal was possessed? Angels
Mm,
don't often do it. They generally require consent, but it has happened on occasion.
that sounds right. I was in a rather dire situation.
You were possessed by an angel then.
Perhaps. It was in the abyss, though. I was
Well,
on the brink of death.
I will be careful with that then. Angels they are. Well, by their nature they are good. But they do not think as we mortals do. They look at the picture in the eyes of their people, of their creator. Something that we might view as, well, horrific. They might view as justice. Be careful with your dabblings and dealings with them.
Renee is going to insight check that statement.
Go ahead. Hard to read! I can't fail that, so yeah.
They have more than plus 11.
I have plus 12.
Oh, exactly. Okay, I'll remember that, I guess. Oh, do you have the oils and incense you would use to cast the spell divination?
1 second. Let's see here.
Why does that ambience sort of sound like a turn signal?
Yeah, it does. I think it's like someone hammering on an anvil.
That's probably it, but also.
I do have a few available for sale.
Do you have 4?
Let's find out as I roll some dice.
Please be 4, so it's an even.
I have 3.
Sage, why you gotta make the math so painful?
That's 75 gold. It's not painful math.
100 is easier though.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean,
Renea will go ahead and
I
buy
specifically
all of them.
haggled down to even 100s. I want you to realize.
yeah. Right, you're buying that incense too?
Yeah.
All right, she'll go back to the storage room and pick up the incense and do the trade and all that good stuff. Very good, very good. Now then, I take it from your saying of Ada's name that you are with her in her goal?
Her goal.
For your faith to be added to the pantheon of Kalbesh.
Oh, I didn't know she had that goal actually.
Oh.
But I suppose yes.
Interesting. Well, first for everything. Well, you can get with them in terms of the requirements of that, if you wish to help them pursue it.
Do you know where she is?
Haven't a clue.
Right. Anything else Reneo needs here? She wasn't very helpful with the questions. Gonna have to go back to the professor dude.
Man.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, then you have a lovely day.
You too.
All right. Anything else anyone would like to do during this day?
Minerva would have reached Dwindle by now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So at the point Minerva arrives, Renee will find somewhere quiet, probably at the Saladin estate, sit down and look and speak through Minerva for her conversation with her family.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
your father.
Screw it. I'll spend one evening at the Celadon estate. Permitted, of course.
Excellent.
Of course.
I'll probably try to meet up with the rest of the party after I finish my food.
Yeah, Desho is just following John around for this point, essentially.
John, I need you to make me a perception check.
That's what I'm really good. Da, 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 da.
All right. While you're walking through the market on your way towards the Saladin estate, you notice something that catches your eye. A face that seems somewhat familiar. It reminds you of yourself. And then this face kind of turns to you, and they definitely look like a spitting image of you if you're a bit younger and you had a bit of a scar on your eye. You see someone else approach them. A woman. A woman that you may or may not have bedded down with some years ago. Who smiles, and you can hear the boy calls her mum. They seem to be prepping for a feast or the like. They're buying ingredients from the looks of it. However, as you notice that, as we're gonna call the session,
Sage, you can't do this to us, Sage.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
I was gonna have that be tomorrow, but I was like, I figured if I do it now, it'd be better, just for like, oh fuck, because I wanted to end on this rather than having us be like, okay, we all bed down for the night and it's end.
Performance to not have a
Yep. All
like
right.
a holy fuck.
There you go. Hope you all had fun. I'm gonna close out the stream here. Goodbye, stream.